RBE. RBE.
You always start the joke like that.
RBE.
You know that? You always be starting that. That's like a thing for you.
Yeah, you know, because, you know, that's one of my favorite chants out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean favorite? There's multiple? There's other ones?
No, I'm saying, like, that's one of my favorite chants, period. Like, it's like we're at the Coliseum. You know what I'm saying? And Maximus Aurelius is coming out, and they screaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the chant right there. You know,
dope.
You know it's about to get crazy. First off, I gotta say, man, I'm happy for you. 10 plus years of success.
Thank you, my nigga. Great
battles, putting on. I did a blog, you know, just being selfish. You know, like, ARP, you can't do this. Get out of here, I don't believe you. ARP, man, I think it's time to address the people. We've been making speculations, rumors about you potentially retiring. You owe us, ARP. You owe us. You owe us an explanation. That's all I'm saying. Listen, you know, sorry it's not true. We need one of those. We need something. An interview with Hip Hop is Real. We need something. But listening to you talk, I'm like, nah, you right. We being a little selfish.
I appreciate that.
We being a little selfish. So I'm gonna just say thank you for your hard work for so many years you put in this culture, man.
And thank you as well for all your support over the years. Day one. We go all the way back to the beginnings. Like, you, Hip Hop is Real, Knowledge, the whole team over there, and RBE truly are brick by brick. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I was there when my first interview with you. I think I came to your crib.
My house, my mama house.
Yeah, and that's when you had the black background.
The black background.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I was there speaking on
Star. What happened? The whole situation.
Star and a lot of history and what do you think about? Because we had early hate and energy we was dealing with, huh? I aired that shit out with you.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna lie on us, especially when we in the middle of building and me just sit there and take it when RBE is building our credibility. You know what I'm saying? So, and on his side, I mean, if you ask me and you watch his career, this is what he does. This is what Star does, his entire career. It's called A Million People a Snitch, A Million People Pussies, a million people this. Somehow little ARP got added to that list of the Jay-Z's and the Dame Dashes and the Aaliyahs and the T.I.'s, and I don't mind, man. Fuck it. I mean, ain't no skeletons in our closet. Matter of fact, I got a second cup of reality on the way. I don't know when y'all gonna drop this video, but it might be out by then. But, yo, the history of this shit, to answer your fucking question, man, this guy, this old man, I did a video called ARP True Stories. Swave Sever, Math Hoffa, Star and Buck Wild. And it broke down how RBE started and how it was created. Star still wasn't with it, so I told Star, you know, I'm gonna do it under another name. We said, yo, fuck it, we're gonna do our own thing. What we gonna call this shit? My brother shot that says Rare Breed. Because everybody asked that question. People are starting to realize who RBE is, and they want to know, damn, where did they come from? I don't want people to think that we just came out of nowhere like we chasing $1 or some shit. You know what I mean? So we thought ahead of that. We put a nice little video on a YouTube channel with all facts and honesty of how and why RBE was created. Some of my background in the battle rap business is with battle rap media.
I had that shit out with you. I was very outspoken. I started off outspoken.
I was about to say, you always was one of the people that never shied away from speaking on how you feel.
Had to. When you were when you're not just the new guy, you know, on the block, or the smaller company, or you're trying to make people understand who you are, what you're about, what your company is about. You know, people still trying to figure you out, and you got to use the internet, you got to use social media, you got to use your voice. You know, all these companies have spokespeople for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That you got to have a spokesperson. You know, there's other leagues as well. You know, when you really got to get a message out or answer something or address something, there's certain people you're going to see in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? And that was always me for RBE. I never shied away from that. And on top of that, I'm the owner. So if anybody's gonna speak up for this shit, you know what I'm saying? So Yeah, it was what it was. It is what it is.
You know, we were doing a lot of speculation, like top of the year.
Did y'all get this sweater real quick?
Me.
Did you get this? Did you get this right here, man?
Stringer Bell School of Business Finance.
Right.
Hustle hard.
When y'all be asking me like, yo, you got this business background or you were one of the more professional business guys in battle rap, this is where I learned everything I know right here.
From the Stringer Bell School, huh?
Yeah, man. Taught me everything I know.
Well, since you mentioned that real quick, like, you know, one of the things I seen that you mentioned was like, you know, battle rap was never like your A thing.
Yeah, I've said
You
that
know
a
what I'm
million
saying?
times over the years, though.
Well, you know, if it's okay for you to indulge or kind of give us what is it you really do? What does ARP do?
What do you really do? You know,
I mean, like, you know, we know you as like, okay, you're this guy who runs this major platform in battle rap. You put guys on, but what is it you really do outside of battle rap? Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's okay to share.
It's so funny for you to ask that question in a way where it's just like, yo, is that like a retirement question? It's like, yo, what the fuck? And I even got that on a call with somebody I have a lot of respect for earlier this week. He was like, now that you're retired, what are you gonna do? And I was just like, the same thing I've been doing for the last 10 years when y'all know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, people that know me or have learned things about me over the years, I had people that know about. Even Star aired it out one time. He was like, yo, he came to me for this, you know, to come into the salon. I didn't, but that was just Star being Star.
Mm-hmm.
So people know about that, the hair and nail salon in Staten Island days. They know about me getting into contract work. They know about real estate. They know about all different types of things with me. I believe in having a portfolio.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And when you have yourself a little portfolio, investments and all types of stuff going on, certain pieces of that are gonna be your primary and your secondary, you know what I'm saying, I would say moves, you know what I mean, or jobs, right? And battle rap to me was always like spot number 3 or spot number 4, you know what I mean? So it's more so like, this is what I'm doing over here year round, and then if I do battle rap, and if I make some money from this particular event, it just adds on, you know what I'm saying? But when you got battle rap as your primary, you know what I mean, if you're not getting booked or if your event don't scale up or whatever the case may be, and it's time to pay them bills, you fucked. You know what I mean? I just never looked at battle rap and trusted the stability of it, ever. And I've literally given that as advice to battlers on my channel for years. I was always saying transition or find other things to complement, start a channel, get your merch, get a business, do whatever. Because if I can't look at it like that for myself, and I'm in one of those positions to make a lot of money from battle rap, imagine the people underneath that's not even in that position. I didn't mind giving them that game, even though it don't necessarily help me. If you want to stay looking at battle rap like, you know, it's a dreamland, it's the perfect career, that helps somebody like me. I could sell you a dreamland, like, oh, come where I got you. You're gonna be a millionaire fucking with me. And it's like some of your biggest battle rappers and league owners is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Some of the biggest names, they be fucked up. And I've known that from day one. A lot of us, you know stories too. You know,
yeah, definitely.
You've been around the
block. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just what it's always been. I think people now are just bringing those type of questions back around now because they're just like, what is he gonna do? But that's the only time you've seen me related to battle rap. You know what I mean? Like, all through in a year, battle rap has never been me full time. So I'll be doing the same shit I always do when you don't see me promoting an event or blogging. Same shit.
So just to be clear, so you're what, like an investor? You invest in
certain areas,
and in businesses, and
in certain areas. Certain areas you're gonna call me the owner. Certain areas you're gonna call me the investor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I got people around me that move the same. When you see me posting up Dr. God, who's killing real estate in Florida.
Okay.
And when you see me fuck with my man Ant, who's heavily invested in Chicago.
Okay.
And all that type of shit. Anytime we make moves or whatever, we call each other and loop each other in. I'm trying to get in on this. You want to jump in? You want to put some money up or whatever?
Dope.
Yes, no, pass, jump. You know what I mean? All that type of shit. You got to have successful people around you as well. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the type of people around you that's going to motivate you, push you, inspire you. You know, we pull up on the scene and I'm like, damn, you driving that? Like, I love my cars, but that's how you came out today? Bet. Let me go work harder. Oh, word? You did that? You added a whole, I'm not even making shit up. Like, my man A is building another wing onto his house.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? I went over there for New Year's and I met his contractors. You know what I'm saying? And they would see the schematics and the plan, and I'm just like, that's what you want? Okay, cool. Let me go do some home improvements back at my crib now. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta have those type of people around you to motivate you, like-minded people that got drive, you know what I'm saying? And people that's not gonna hate on you being successful. Instead of hate, they'll turn whatever you got going on into motivation. So that's why I say, even being in a certain circle, my man's gonna have something going on and pull me in, or vice versa. We do powwows all the time. You know what I mean? Like we'll hit each other up and be like, yo, let's link up next weekend. There's some shit I want to put on the table. It might not even work out, or it might work out. We was hanging out last weekend, for example. My homegirl Lisa, she's dead, and she was like, yo, I want to open up a roller skating rink. Cause there ain't one in the area that she be in. And I was just like, we all just listening. Certain people might jump into that, other people might fall back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, there's a lot going on out there in this world. You just gotta wake up and have the drive and expand and get you a nice little portfolio. You know, there's a lot of people that have gotten ahead from having their hands on multiple things.
Is this something you went to school for?
When I went
as far as college or anything like that?
When I was in school, I went, my minor was like tech and psychology.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't really, too much of what I started being successful for, I didn't get from school anyway.
Okay.
And I'm not hating on school. I'm not one of those people that just like, yo, school is just it's a rip-off. It is for certain people.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I ain't learned too much there. I was just partying and whatnot.
Yeah.
But no, that's not what I went to school for. You know what I'm saying? I just been around good people. I had good family members. I seen a lot of things. And then I applied my drive over the years. I spent a lot of early years building a foundation, building a resume, learning shit, waking up, hitting that alarm clock 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And then when you get later on in life, it shows up. You know what I'm saying? We were just having this conversation off camera, how so many people, they live for today. They don't live for tomorrow. Microwave motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? When you cook it up and you build it up and you go brick by brick, the house will be there 10, 15, 20 years from now. When you only make moves based on like, oh, let me just grab this real cash grab or whatever, and you don't go invest in the knowledge, invest in the time, invest in the business, invest in building yourself up, invest in your portfolio, invest in expanding, get around the right people, and then not only just getting around the right people, staying around the right people. Because you could put I could alley-oop you to somebody in a particular field you're interested in, right? And then you might not stay close to that person, or you might rub that person the wrong way, or you might pull some slime bullshit. Now you lost that bridge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So getting around the right people and staying around the right people. It's just a lot to it, man. Like, these type of conversations I have very, very frequent. But for me, it's just regular shit, man. It's just how to get ahead and how to be successful in life. That's all.
Yeah, and you were doing a lot of this before you became, you created your platform?
Absolutely, because I created my platform with my money.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
With my money.
Respect.
Yeah. So and
over the all out of pocket, out of your own pocket.
Yeah, we've never been quote unquote partnered, or we've never been sponsored in that respect.
Wow.
Like when you see like I just find examples of when something's elongated, like caffeine, an elongated time, or exclusive vodka, or Al Capone cigarillos.
Facts.
Or I think King of the Dot has some that was like spanned a certain amount of time.
Or Alki Davis, you ain't had.
Yeah. For us, we just had like 3 or 4 random situations where people came in and wanted to like work on us with a particular battle or a particular event, and then we just went our separate ways.
Like Big Gerald.
Yeah.
I seen you mention him,
100%.
and I spoke to John last night, and he mentioned them too. He said guys like that don't get enough credit because he said he probably done put $250,000 in without asking for nothing back. He said I don't know if that's a fact.
Maybe.
He said I don't know if that's a fact, but he said as long as this guy's been helping and putting out like, and he said without asking for nothing, just to see guys. John alluded. He said, guys might be effed up or whatever in a situation, and he'll just put that bread up to make sure not only does he get the battle he wants, but you get some bread in your pocket to make sure you take care of yourself.
Here's a conversation you and I was having off camera, and I'm not going to say no names or no situations, right?
Okay.
But isn't it crazy to have somebody like, let's say, a Lawrence, or ARP, or Gerald McCoy, or whoever that's going and reaching into their own pocket, and you could call that person if you carry yourself the right way, you have a relationship with this person, or if you're just professional, whatever. and be in a bad spot and be like, yo, you know what? Advance me $2,000. I got something going on. I'm gonna show up for you next month, right? I've done it a million times. Or Gerald McCoy that, yo, I just want to see this battle and I fuck with you as a battle rapper, right? Imagine fucking those type of people over. Or imagine making those people like look at the game like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Like, you know some things behind the scenes.
Of
like,
course.
You think Gerald McCoy's gonna hang around for a whole nother year or 2 years or 3 years?
Ah, man, hopefully.
But if he does, like, so when you work with, or when you got a direct line to an ARP or a Lawrence or a Gerald McCoy, and these are people that go into their own pocket just because they fuck with you and you sent them a text message and they can cut you thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You want to keep those people in a good spot.
100%.
If those people got to look at you or a situation or the overall industry
Yeah.
game and be like, then you lose a resource.
No, that's
you
real.
lose somebody that you can call 6 months from now when you're in the jam or whatever. Like, people don't hustle. I said this a million times. People don't hustle for tomorrow. They just...
And that's a horrible burden of bridge, especially when it's somebody who genuinely just wants to help and is not asking for anything.
And then when these people go live their lavish lives with their big houses and their expensive cars and they fucking 10,000 square feet crib and all this shit, and when they're not over here doing for other people that's in a lesser situation, then you wonder why. I'm not saying that everybody's like that.
No,
Some
I
people
see what you're saying.
Selfishly in the cut on their own. But some of these people are there, they're accessible, they're willing to help, they're ready to help, they have helped, and they wasn't managed the right way. And then they just be like, yo, you know what? Like, what do I need to do this shit for? This shit ain't fucking helping me. You know what I'm saying? It never was really to help me, but not only I'm already not getting a dime back or I'm not being helped, but I'm being abused. Well, I'm not even speaking for me.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking about how people hustle. This ain't no ARP retirement thing that I'm giving you. I'm just speaking for, like, let's say hypothetically a Gerald McCoy, somebody that deserved that type of credit. And I'm trying to remind people that when the Gerald McCoys of the world come around, you gotta take care of these people.
Facts.
You gotta take care of these people or take food off your own table on some hustling backward shit. So,
now we're gonna get into, you know, ARP retiring from battle rap.
yes, sir.
All top of the year, you know, I've been asking a bunch of people. I hit you up a few times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm over here trying to convince you, come on, you gotta let us know what's going on. The people are speculating. I'm speculating. I'm talking to everybody to the point where we're like, yo, if he does retire, what does this mean to the culture? Everybody's giving their opinion. You recently came out and you basically told us what retirement for ARP really looks like.
Yeah.
It's not your average retirement, because it's like, for me, when I hear you speak about retirement, I don't feel like ARP's leaving us. I don't feel like that. I'm listening to what you're saying.
That's cool.
And I don't feel like you're really leaving us. Like, I don't really feel like it's the retirement that I thought in my head. Because I'm thinking retirement is, we ain't seeing ARP no more. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's out of here. No more battles on the RBE channel. Like it's over. Like, RBE is done. But that's not what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I don't want, first of all, even my retirement can evolve. I can drift away further and further and further. I will not get more and more and more.
Okay.
To clarify that, that's important for me to say to people. You're not gonna get me to be from where I am at now and retracting and going backwards into doing more than what I'm doing now.
Okay.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay.
It's either gonna be, I'm gonna be doing what I'm doing now, I'm gonna be doing less of what I'm doing now. So for me, the reason why I say the word retirement is because the traditional battle rap platform and league in Rare Breed Entertainment, you know, if ARP is involved in something, I'm doing an event run, I'm doing a promotion, I'm doing a whole card, I'm selling pay-per-views, I'm selling tickets, I'm doing all that, the bells and the whistles, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing any of that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So to me, the reason why the word retirement fits and why I think why people is hearing the way that I said, well, yeah, I'm still gonna try to do full circles and I'm still gonna try to invest in Winged and Lawrence, and if I could fuck with maybe a couple leagues and sponsor some I feel like I'm a glorified sponsor now to me, damn near. Maybe that's a way that I could paint the picture. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not really looking for a return, we was just having that conversation. Of course, I'm going to monetize on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm not trying to construct something looking for a return like that, and I'm putting all these business models that we have to do every time we approach an event and a booking, if I'm not doing that, if I'm not approaching the game like that, and I'm not doing pay-per-views, and I'm getting out that lane, and I'm not trying to compete, and I'm not trying to build cards and all that type of shit, for me to do a one-off, that's nothing. Like today, we're shooting right now. Today, there are RBE battles happening across the country.
Facts.
In LA, right now.
Yes.
Right now. And I am all the way on the other side of the country here, hanging out with you. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's involved in LA right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm across the country. If this was an event, this was regular RBE and ARP.
You'd be outside.
This would be a promo run. There would be trailers. You would have known about the battles for a month plus. Face-offs. I would be there. There would be a stream. There would be VOD. There would be ticket sales. I'd be monitoring all that. It'd be the whole fucking party of this shit. It's just a lot. And I'm done with that. I'm done with all that. You know what I'm saying? So if Big K and Cass hit me up and be like, yo, what's up, man? We want to get this off our chest. You know, I'll put some business around it, sign some contracts, and probably send them to Avocado and Ruin Your Day, and we'll call it a night, and I'll drop it on YouTube. That, to me, is like damn near a glorified sponsor. You know what I'm saying? So I could still help people get a bag. I could still put some dope content on a channel. You know what I'm saying? I could still be a part of the culture that way.
Okay.
But that's not a league owner to me. You know what I'm saying? To me, personally, that's not what a league owner does. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, if that's all I'm doing, then you can't really compare me to the other league owners. Like, you can't say, like, ARP is a better league owner in 2024 than these guys over here, because they're doing something that I'm not even touching.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They're doing something way elevated from me. That's me keeping it 1,000.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I'm not being a league owner like that anymore. I'm the owner of Verb and Entertainment. I didn't sell or fold the company. I seen those rumors too. ARP sold the company to some battle rappers, some shit like that. You're gonna hear it all. Yeah. You're gonna hear all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
What made you, like, what was the main reason that made you, like, say I'm gonna fall back from battle rap?
Just it ran its course for me. It just ran its course for me. I think people, because we had the year that we just had, and there's a lot of money to be made for RBE, people see the success of RBE, it's like either they don't believe me, or that's where people start to do the whole, like, there has to be more to it.
Yeah.
There has to be something that happened. There has to be some big significant situation.
You've been saying it for a while, though.
That's what I'm saying. You have shit on your channel with the title.
I was watching it the other day.
I never said it like, yo, I ain't doing this because, or I'm doing this because, you know, like I'm trying to be arrogant with, nah. It's always been a genuine frustration. Like, you understand, like, we could just help each other make money, get a look, move on to bigger and better things, have fun. Like that's all. Like, I don't need this. And then it be all the side, whatever. It's just like, damn. And I'll be like, I literally am dealing with this situation over here with this battler, and I don't even need it.
Yeah, retire. That's old shit on your channel. I've been trying to tell y'all. And I get it, people don't want to listen, but, you know, it's really been a year plus in the making for me. And it's just running its course. It just ran its course, you know what I'm saying? And I know there was some stuff that I felt like was unfinished business for me personally that I wanted to get done, and, you know, have that type of year that we had, and show people that it's what I do is on my terms and my terms only. Nobody can stop me if I say green light. Nobody.
But when you saying this, it ran its course. What do you mean? Like, did you just kind of, because, you know, did you just get tired of dealing with the business of it?
The fact of the matter is, everybody is gonna get on camera and tell you, oh, we working, we having a good time. Boom. Everybody's tired of this shit.
Okay.
There's not a league owner that's not tired of this shit. Every single league owner, your biggest league owners are going through hell right now. They got a lot of wild big shit going on.
Yeah.
You got other league owners that's in debt. You got other league owners that quit. You got only league owners that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the one being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's been honest over the years. Like, every league owner is tired of this shit. Okay?
Well, we just spoke to Smack. He said he ain't going nowhere. He ain't never retired.
You ever get tired? Any thoughts of retirement?
I'm just getting started, dog.
Okay, listen,
I'm
man.
chilling. Like, you know,
Listen,
I've been outside for a long time. Long time. But, like, this is what I do, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, retire what? You know what I mean?
Retire
I
what?
retire when I retire. When I make that transition to the other side. When I ain't breathing no more. That's when I'm retiring.
He's supposed to say that. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to say that. You know what I mean? But every once in a while, you know, when he bleeds out his true feelings, that's when you see it.
Yeah.
When he's like, yo, I ain't eating that. Or the money this or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Beasley probably pulls him to the side and reminds him, like, yo, we can't say that on camera or something like that. Or you see times where, like, Beasley will stand over Smack and make sure that he's not saying certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality of us league owners is the things that we really want to say, we can't say because we're sitting in front of our consumer base.
Got you.
We're right here. This camera puts you right in front of your consumer base, right in front of the people that need to believe in your confidence. When you don't sound confident in your own shit, you know what I'm saying? People's not going to believe in your platform. They're not going to look forward to your cards as much. I have to get out here and say, that last card that I did, it was dope. No, it was trash. But what do you expect me to say? I'm in front of my consumer base.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why, once again, people like, be logical, be smart. Like, I don't like talking to idiots. I'm like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck do you expect people to say? Everybody is sick of this shit. Everybody. But then you also got a crop of people, they are stuck in battle. They have to do battle rap.
Yeah.
I humbly am happy that I have choices. Like, if I had to pay my bills and rely on battle rap, I say it all the time, I'd have been in jail or shot a nigga or some shit, or something happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, behind the scenes, we have just full circle battles, no nothing, YouTube drop only, and some shit happened this morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now imagine my bills was dependent on that.
Yeah.
Imagine my bills
Nah,
and
you be
how
tight.
I eat. I'd be more than tight.
Yeah.
If my bills was dependent on
Nah,
that,
facts.
I'd be looking for a solution.
Yeah.
However it come.
Nah, I dig it.
Whereas now I could get that call for this morning and be cool, like, nah, it's all good. We'll figure it out later. You know what I'm saying?
I'm retired, man. I'm chilling. Go ahead.
Yeah,
man.
but when you're in a situation where your last is on the line, or
Nah, that's real.
or this
It's
is
do or
how
die.
this is my primary. How many times has Smack done interviews? He said this is my A and B. Right?
Yeah.
You said it, right?
Yeah, no,
I'm not making none of this.
No, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. He probably said it on your camera.
Yes, I was.
This is my A and B. You know what I'm saying? So
This is everything.
it needs to work. So you can't say I'm not. You gotta say that. You gotta believe that too. This ain't
That's
a
right.
shot. That's real shit.
Yeah, no,
That's real shit.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You know, this was a question. Is full circle? Let me see how I want to say this. Okay, is full circle a bad concept because of the lack of promo?
No, because promotion. What's the main reason why leagues promote?
So they can get the
to induce sales.
Okay, yes, okay.
That's the primary thing for promotion.
The
When you hear league owners complain that battlers don't promote, if I booked whatever card and it cost me $200,000, but it made me $2 million, am I gonna get on camera or on Twitter or on social media and complain about there's a lack of promotion? No, I'm not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The people complain about lack of promotion because what we're trying to tell the battlers and what we're trying to tell the bloggers and the interviews and everything is that we need to attract more money to come in.
Okay.
For what we're trying to do. We need to attract more fans to be aware and to want to be involved and to buy this. That's why I say I'm out of the business of selling you something. Because I don't want to have to get on a camera and say, that card that was trash, I'm going to tell you that it was dope. No, I'm lying to you.
The reason I ask this question is because I look at the Mickey Facts Verb battle, and I look like, damn, without the promo, it could have been more interest or more people to watch it. It didn't hit 100K as fast as we expected.
I get it, but
things like that.
That's true, 100%. Lack of promo is going to affect views, right? But that should be the problem of the person that's spending the money.
That's
right?
true.
If I put Mickey Facts versus Aye Verb on YouTube, and you're a fan, if you care about Mickey Facts, or if you care about Aye Verb, or if you care about that matchup,
you're gonna watch it.
There's nothing stopping you from
it's free, my G. Stop. Yeah, there ain't nothing to complain about.
Nobody stopped y'all from clicking it 1 million times.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And when let me use now, a battle rapper might contest that by saying, yeah, but more fans would know about it if you promoted it, right?
Yes.
Let me say this. Outside of battle rap, everything that goes viral, is it promoted? No. Viralness happens from just a moment that gets created and the whole internet catches on to
Yeah, like
it.
Cat Williams, nobody promoted that interview with him and Shannon Shaw. It just did itself.
Everything you go on World Star and see or whatever, or it goes on your Instagram, some shit went viral.
Yeah.
It's not because it was promoted.
Because it was viral.
Yeah, that's what viral is, right?
Yeah.
Something catches on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I mean, that's just the nature of battle rap. So I'm not trying to sell you something with Full Circle. So if it does 80,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 views, that's up to the fans that decide to click it. You know, we got 450,000 subscribers. If you want to be in tune with battle rap, go subscribe to every battle rap channel, every battle rap platform. When they drop a battle that you want to see, click play. Nothing is stopping anybody.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So people talk about lack of promotion because it directly impacts the dollar amount. And battle rap has never been a big draw financially. That's just the facts. All right? So if you know, for me, I'll close it out like this. So when you got a Full Circle type of promotion, I got like that Bernard Hopkins mentality. Like when Bernard Hopkins, when he fought Tito Trinidad, he put a casino website on his back. Somebody rented space on him. Pause, I guess, for y'all, and I don't do the pause shit.
Yeah.
That casino, go watch the fight.
Yeah.
It was like a henna tattoo to promote during the fight their casino or their website. And after all of that, he took that money, he bet it on himself. And they asked him after the fight, he was like, yo, because he won the fight. He's like, and Tito Trinidad was a god at the time. And they asked him, he said, how do you feel being that, you know, Tito Trinidad is making like 20 million for this fight and you only making 2 million? The nigga B-Hop says, since when is 2 million the word only?
Yeah. No, that's...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the mentality that I gotta have when I put something up and I'm not trying to sell it. Like, to me, that's not a slight.
Yeah.
You know, if I put something up that does 100,000 views,
That's not no light
that
shit.
has no promotion,
Yeah, no, that's
100,000 people is interested in this.
facts.
I'm not bitching about that, so nobody else should. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's cool with me.
Is this way of doing business or operating from behind the scenes a better way for RBE to stop leaks, preventing your ideas from getting stolen?
No, that's not why it was formulated.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you remember, there was no talk about retirement. Straight to it came before max outs in the blue room and all that, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you was totally a part of and aware of Straight to It when we did a whole year of Straight to It.
Yep.
To the point where they
Like
thought that
20 battles and shit.
Yeah, so we was doing Straight to It back to back to back because we liked the concept and we ran with it to the point where people were questioning like, oh, are they doing this because they're out of money? I remember all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get the J Mills versus Big K, you get the 40 Cal versus Big K, you get the Reed Dollars versus Ill Will, Rosenberg Raw versus Ill Will, Active versus Show Off, Moneybags return, Saya came back in that series. Oops was Oops? I think Oops was in that series. Shit, we did so many battles in that Straight to It run. A Ward versus QB. A Ward versus Reed Dollars. J Mills versus J Murder.
J Murder, yep.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of battles that we was doing in that Straight to It series. And same concept, right to YouTube. There was no retirement talk then. That's like 2 years before the Blue Room. So
Facts.
fast forward, now that we're doing that again, and there's the retirement talk, then people trying to associate it, but it makes no sense because, like I said, we're doing it even before the Blue Room. I mean, so like I already warned you. I said when anybody in the culture, you know, says retirement, especially if it feels like they're amongst the top or at the top or they're on their game, people's gonna try to rationalize it by creating rumors and all types of shit.
Of course.
ARP, you went broke. ARP, Full Circle is a way to stop. I just heard that for the first time from you.
Yeah.
To stop leaks or whatever.
Yes, block battles, sabotaging, any of that. Yeah.
But if I was ducking that, then I would just be worried about my lawyer sitting behind me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I sit more confident now, ever since like legal shit started in battle rap, I'm way more confident with my bookings.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because the leagues or the certain people that would like really go out their way to play with me, like you gotta be very, very eggshell now, because you know that you go ahead and disrupt this situation right here, his lawyers is already retained.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I'm not worried about that the way the old days at all. Obviously, you just seen our run in 2023, right? What did they say was the top league?
RBE.
Did I look like I was scared to book battles?
I did the poll. I think it was like 40,000 plus votes, and they had you at 85%.
Does it look like I was scared to book battles?
Nah.
All right.
And you booked battles that we thought, you know, was going to go somewhere else.
Goods and Calico. Does it
Yeah,
look like
that's
we scared
exactly
to
what I'm
book
talking
battles?
about.
All right. So this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
People are going to say anything, but there's no rationale behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I already expect that. I already know that. It's all good.
Is your new philosophy not only for peace of mind from the BS, but it's a better way to conduct business?
It has nothing to do with the way we're trying to conduct business.
Okay.
It's a personal decision. So peace of mind makes way more sense than how we conduct business.
Okay.
If it was about business, then I'd be like, damn, look at all the money that the Blue Room just made last year.
The interest, the battles, the excitement.
Yeah. You don't. I don't need to talk about numbers and all that type of shit. But and then the momentum. Battle rap isn't a consistent like this or like this arena. Your biggest leagues will have their lows. Your biggest leagues will complain about money or complain about how much things cost, or your biggest leagues will have ups and downs. The biggest. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Battle rap doesn't just go like this or just go like this. Battle rap is about, on the business side, it's about timing, it's about moments, and it's about momentum. Okay? So when you got the momentum of the Blue Room and you look around, you see every battle rapper saying, I want to get into the Blue Room. You'll see somebody at Loaded Lux has like never been in spaces before, get in spaces and start calling people out. Like, yo, Hitman, let's go. And then he'll get on my phone and be like, yo, what we waiting for? Or he'll get on Twitter and be like, yo, Rum Nitty, I know this Blue Room to meet me at. You know, that's momentum.
Yeah.
That's what you start seeing.
Geechee the big crib like, yo, I need that Blue Room action.
That's when you start seeing battle rappers that don't even fuck with RBE start talking different.
Yeah.
Like you'll see like a Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock don't fuck with RBE, and that's cool. Like shout out to Tay-Rock. It's just battle rap shit, y'all.
Of course.
But
he the gunner, URL, like, come on.
Shout out to Tay-Rock, man. He's a legend. But I'll see an interview with Tay-Rock, and his answer towards battling on RBE is supposed to be like, fuck no. I don't fuck with them. They the ops, right? That's what him and Surf used to run around, the ops and all that, right? I saw one after, like, as we was tearing up the Blue Room, they asked him, it might have been you, asked him like, yo, what's up with you on RBE? He said, yo, they have to pay me a lot. Why does money have anything to do with it? You see the change? Like, you start seeing people sing a different tune and talk different, and let me be careful, let me not burn that bridge all the way, or let me try to make sure he knows I'm aight with him. I said all that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, keep your olive branches, nigga. Nah, shout out to Rock. But momentum is really, I'm playing around a little. I mean, there's truth in that. There's truth in that, because technically you're really supposed to be like, I'm not battling there no matter if it's $1 million, right? You're not supposed to talk about like depending on how much, right?
Man, it's business,
so even
man.
though I'm joking, there's truth in that shit. And I'm really just making a point about momentum. You know what I'm saying? So when you got all of that type of momentum and all that type of shit, business-wise, that's the time where RBE is making money and striking high. So it's not about the business making this move, because obviously now, if my business is going like this because of momentum, and we have the moment right now, you know what I'm saying? Me going a full circle is chopping my own fucking legs off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that don't make no sense. That don't make, Hitman and Lux is right there in front of me. That's a moneymaker.
Hell yeah, what? Mega matchup.
Mook's calling me on conference calls, call Hitman right now, call him right now, call him right.
Mega matchup.
That's a money
mega matchup.
And then on top of that, you got Hitman, who is the king draw, and then you got somebody that is also a big draw, but they literally don't like each other for real. You know what type of money Hitman and Mook would have made me? Nigga. And I let it go.
Oh my God, yeah, we mad at you. Let me stop.
But this is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just killing. To me, it's like my rationale just clicks fast, and I'll be like, that's such a stupid opinion for somebody to have, and be like, yo, He's doing full circles now because business-wise, it makes more sense. So he's abandoning all the money that the Blue Room makes and the momentum of RBE and the big battles that was in front of him that could make him amount of money.
Or he's scared that his battle could get blocked or sabotaged or any of that?
When I got lawyers retained now?
Got you.
Gotta make it make more sense than that.
Let's see. Okay. You did your biggest event ever, Max Out 3.
Yeah.
You threatened the winter war. You was gonna attack the winter. What happened?
Your car's named Summer Madness, but the summer's ours. Like, let's not lie about it. What if I attack the winter? Everybody know you can't, no rice, no wings, no nothings. You can't win the summer, you can't win the winter, nothing. And also to try to diss RVE and ease in the process, and it turns out to be the worst performance on your stage ever. Dummy.
That was a little bit trolling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was a little bit trolling.
We was high off that Blue Room energy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really to kick somebody while they down, but obviously they had their worst year ever. And they was getting killed every time they turned around, right? You're shaking your head. You said
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they was getting killed the whole year.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then I think what I was referencing from that, and I was doing it in fun a little bit, but it was really because of, you know, what many people saw as the disaster booking. You know,
oh my God, yeah. Summer Madness.
As an attempt to try to compete more with what Max Out was doing.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, the whole situation of disaster and easy. Mm-hmm. You know, so everybody looked at that like a chess move towards Max Out and towards easy and towards ARP.
Yeah.
And then that shit that came out, it was weird as fuck, right?
Yeah.
So that's why when it was all said and done, being that disaster versus
Real Sick
went the way it went, right? That's when I was trolling on your camera and I was just like, you see what happens when you don't just do what you want to do, when you worry, when you think about other people. Now, if I'm in the driver's seat that I'm in right now, if I moved like you and I decided, you know what? I want to play similar games. Now I'm going to attack you when you're at your worst.
Yeah, you.
And that's when people are like, oh shit, Winter Wars.
Yeah.
Now I put that out there to show people that I have that capability, but that's never been why I'm here. So I've never deterred from being who I am. And I've never let other people determine what I do. We make people do shit that they don't want to do, not the other way around. That's how it's been for years. And I think that's obvious to people. Just like that matchup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So here's what. But that's why I said that on your camera, because I was really just trying to show the difference once again of how we all move.
Gotcha.
You know, I don't spend as much energy doing the petty moves based on what other. My business is my business. I don't care whether somebody else is footing the bill or not. I don't want to spend an extra dollar based on what somebody else is doing. Yeah. I got my own ideas.
You know, and you know when there's like high level competition and even if it's not like even if it's friendly competition.
Yeah.
Remy, you, URL, King of the Dot. When everybody's like competing, throwing the best events, that's when the culture's flourishing at its highest level.
That shouldn't stop though.
You know what I'm saying? I
mean, it's not gonna stop. They was just telling me that last weekend there was like 3, 4, 5 different events going on.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely.
That's gonna happen regardless. It's always been a saturated environment. You just gotta find a way to push yourself to the front. You know what I'm saying? So
I was supposed to start with this earlier, but I'm gonna ask you now, what the F is going on with Aye Verb? And I'm sure by this time people come out, they're gonna know what happened, but is Aye Verb and Ill Will going down?
Yeah, Aye Verb and Ill Will could be getting mic'd up across the country as we speak.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is good with me and Aye Verb. You know what's so funny? I think people are at a point where they don't even know what's real and what's not right now between me and Aye Verb.
Now you was cooking, and I don't know if you got him mad. He hung up, so we don't know. Like, yo, is he gonna be here? He tweeted like, "I'm not pulling up if it ain't no pay-per-view."
You know what's sad? I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but what's sad is I got fans and people tweeting and texting me talking about like, "Yo, we don't even want to lose ARP's promo, like, let alone the platform side of him." But I'm not supposed to be able to out-face off or out-promote the battle rappers.
Especially not Aye Verb.
Well, I can't out promote Aye Verb. I don't have the time for it. I can't out promote Aye Verb. I got to keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
You might have got that round though.
That's just a round though. But I'm saying out promote. I can't out promote.
Yeah,
Aye Verb.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So but nah, me and Aye Verb. So the joint that's on my channel, is purely me and him competing. It was not personal at all. It wasn't like we got a problem at all.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That's why if you really watch it back, you know, how many times do people that rock with each other got elevated voices and screaming and all that type of shit? But look at the word selections.
Yeah.
Like, analyze it. Like, there's nothing being disrespectful in it. There's nothing like, yo, SM, like, fuck you, a bitch ass. There's none of that.
Nah.
There's, you know what I'm saying? So with
it's all battle rap banter.
yeah, and it wasn't staged. It really was. 3-Letter Man was hitting me up, and he was just like, yo, you got to get in spaces. And I was just like, I don't do spaces. You know that. And he was like, no, but this one, you got to. He was like, yo, Aye Verb, they're going off, and yo, Aye Verb just called you out. And now everybody adding you a tag, you got to come and you got to show up. And I was just like, by the time I even had a chance to, it was over. So I went to Aye Verb's Twitter, I found a recording, and I clicked play. And I heard with my own ears when Aye Verb called me out. So for me, it's all fun. So I said, I'm not gonna, and now it's like chessboard shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna come to your world. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm not trying to fight Freddie when I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying?
He controls the space. He could mute you.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like, I'm playing chess too, the same way he does. So I'm like, if me and you are gonna argue, you know, I'm gonna invite you to argue with me on the RBE channel live, especially where I also think there's an advantage of both of us being seen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he was smart enough not to cut his camera on. But that's why I cut the stream on. I didn't know if he was going to show up or not. I put that title, right, and I figured he's going to show up. I text him the link. 3-Letter Man joins. 3-Letter Man then calls him. So Aye Verb showed up. Yeah. And then the rest is history. But that was just me and him competing, because I run around saying Ill Will is the best battle rapper in the world. And then Aye Verb, who's like a post-traumatic war syndrome type of person, he's like enemies with anybody at a second. Facts. So I become an op too. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, I'm against him now too. And I'll cater to that. I'll be like, all right, fuck it. Like, I don't mind. If you force me to pick a side, I'll pick a side. We can bet. We can be competitive.
And remember what he said. You was never on the side. Even with Mook, you wanted him to die. So
that's cool.
It goes back from day one.
That's a great story. That's a great story. I'm gonna do that story on my own channel. That's a great story. But Verb is entitled to feel however he feels. I think Verb has if I'll be serious for a second. Yeah. I think Verb has seen a lot in his world. He's probably been through a lot of shit, and he's got a very strong defense mechanism. He protects himself. Verb is, but that also comes with a level of paranoia. It was like, everybody's against me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you tried to get Mook to get me out of here. Like, facts. All right, we're gonna talk about that. But it was all just competition between me and him. That's all. Now the recent Spaces shit that he did, that comes from a single letter typo in a text message, and you read the text message, right? Of I'm gonna leave Verb alone with that one. Okay. I'm gonna leave Verb alone with that one. But Verb post-traumatic war syndrome, you know what I'm saying? He's in war mode with Will. He's probably racking his brain to have to prepare to really face a demon. At the end of the day, Verb knows he's facing a demon. And he sound like he got Ill Will mad too. So. Yeah, he knows he's facing one of them ones. Like, Aye Verb's got a lot of confidence in himself, which he should, but he knows he's facing a very dangerous opponent. He knows that. So he's racking his brain on that. You know, he's dealing with people putting up polls and got Will winning. Maybe ARP steps in because you call him out, and then ARP picks a side. So, you know, he's a very defensive person. And if he feels that somebody could change a venue or whatever, and it's possibly to go against him, he's gonna voice that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at him for sticking up for himself, but yeah, that was instead of me saying incorrect, I'll just say misunderstood. Okay. All right, misunderstood. Yeah, because he said you got a bigger venue. He wanted you to sell pay-per-views. He said if you're gonna change the rules, change them like how they supposed to be changed. Yeah, the venue was never changed. It was always the same place where he battled Mickey Fax. Okay. The venue never changed, right? You got avocado, you know what I'm saying? The venue never budged.
Well, when we watch it, we'll see.
Yeah. Tickets never changed. I don't care about telling the numbers. So on stream last night with 3 Letterman, I said there's gonna be 50 and less people there, right? The reason why I guesstimate that is because we only put 25 tickets on Eventbrite for free.
Okay.
Right? So the buffer was us telling the venue we want to have about approximately 50 people, and then that becomes the venue standard, and then we pay for that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So then I put 25 there, and the rest of the room you leave, so 25 plus, all right, there's 8 battlers on a card. Let's say they all bring 1 guest with them, right? You add that 16 plus another 8, 24, you're right about at 50 now.
Yeah, you almost.
You got security guards, you got ruin your day there. You're kind of like right there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we literally put on 25 tickets onto Eventbrite, and there's not a single person in the world that could raise their hand and say that they got an Eventbrite ticket or a ticket from ARP or the address from ARP after that first wave went the very first hour that they were put up.
Okay.
So Aye Verb was wrong about that. He misinterpreted something. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do that to Verb. I wouldn't do that to Verb. I wouldn't have a battle thinking that we give away a couple handful of tickets and then all of a sudden 48 hours before give a whole wave of other tickets away. There's not one fan that could raise their hand and say, yeah, ARP put this ticket up or emailed me the address. Nobody can say
Verb
that.
just in war mode, so he just seeing blood. He's just seeing red.
Post-traumatic war syndrome, like, so he's at everything. And we never changed the venue. We never changed the venue. It's always been the same as that venue. So that was just incorrect, but I don't want to be too nice and say I know why Aye Verb said that. Fuck that, I ain't gonna be too nice. But shout out to Verb though. Now we good.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that war. I'm sure they're gonna put on crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of them battles for the year.
This is the shit you got to deal with if you want to be a year-round league owner.
Yeah.
And not to mention, I don't know if Verb knew by the time he did the spaces, but even inviting a single fan there was not even ARP's idea. The person that's like, oh, you're trying to change things and get Will to win, right? It was Gerald McCoy's idea.
Oh, okay, damn.
I mean, he tweeted it.
Okay.
Gerald tweeted it.
Okay.
He was like, for the record, the people in the building was my idea. So while Aye Verb is running around saying, Gerald, but then you say, ARP, you invited more people being there is Gerald's idea. The person that.
So he wanted a crowd.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just.
He said, y'all trying to help Ill Will. You know, he got to feed off the crowd and all of that.
Yeah. I didn't. That wasn't my idea. So I couldn't even put that together to try to suit Ill Will. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a good angle though for Aye Verb, because the angle that he's really trying to use is the outcome of Ill Will versus Pain. So he's trying to say that when there was nobody there,
yeah, he's not that good.
Will choked. That's the angle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that I guess because Will choke versus Pain, right? If I add more people, which I didn't, it was Gerald's idea, and I only put up the same 25, nothing after that, right? This is all a fact. Then if he assumes that I added more people, it's being done for Will. But once the facts come out and Verb understands the facts or whatever, you know, I think we're done there. You know
I got some controversies for you right here with this question, ARP.
Okay.
ARP is known for being a stand-up man, and your Chris Unbias association has caused some controversy. Chris has been accused of some awful crimes. Even though Hip Hop is Real, we're not following the case, but we know of the charges publicly. Why did you associate with Chris publicly?
So Chris has always been a supporter of RBE and myself, and I've always been a supporter of him since we started rocking in the past, right? I feel like anything that I'm about to answer you right now is already public.
Okay.
But when people go through stuff, they're gonna look into their associations. That's just how the world goes. Like, you know, Trey Songz could have accusations right now, but he'll end up on stage with your other favorite rapper right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
That's literally what's happening right now, right? So the thing with Chris, everybody knows that when he came home, before he did that like reintroduction blog, I was in it, Mickey was in it, Swade was in it, and people got it, all three of us at some point, right? So the point of that was, before that happens, Chris has to do the right thing, which he did as a man, and explain himself to people. You know what I'm saying? So we had private conversations where it was like, all right, I understand what you're telling me and where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that you rock with, you're gonna give a benefit of the doubt, provided that they tell you something that makes sense, right? Nobody could just tell me some crazy shit and then I still co-sign. You have to tell me something that I would be like, all right, I could respect that, or I could still support you, or I could still be cool with you. It's not like Chris comes to me and says, yo, I broke the law like this, and then I say, oh, it's all good, we're still friends. No, that's never what happened. You know what I'm saying? And then fast forward, I think the second time it was a big controversy was that young lady that had a video. You know what I'm saying? So not only did Chris put that video out where he was like kind of like debunking certain things, it seemed like he went outside with his camera and all that, but I called him because I think I was on a stream and I had a whole bunch of people on my stream saying, yo, Chris. So I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I'll put a call in. I said this on stream. I literally got off that stream, I really called Chris and I was just like, yo, what's going on? Like, put me up, catch me up. Now, when you call somebody about a topic like that, you're looking for details, you're looking for an answer because you're trying to determine, and should I be associated with this or not? And the same thing should happen for me. If you hear something about me, right, and you want to put a call in, you know what I'm saying, because you don't see that in me, or you fuck with me a certain way, it's on me to explain myself, and then you choose what you do after that. And I'll put that call in, and Chris, as a man, and he didn't have to do that, I guess because it's his business, but he explained himself to me. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I was just like, all right, cool. So then you just would have to deserve to have your day in court then. Because what you're telling me is that this stuff over here isn't true. And you're saying that this was made up by this blog, or this is fake, or that's a lie right there. And then you have some of these things, proof to back up some of the things you're telling me. So then I'm just like, all right, cool. So then let me not be the person to convict you then. You see what I'm saying? So it's just between a rock and a hard place when you're in situations like that. Like, and I'm not trying to bring other people's names in, but the only reason I'm gonna use this example is because the whole culture knows he's clear, or believes he's clear, and so do I. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to anybody. But I did the same. It's not just Chris. People might think, oh, Chris is only a blog. I do it to who y'all consider the toughest. I put the same call into Math.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I said, Math, me and you is like this.
Yeah.
You know, can I get an explanation of what's going on? And Matt, I didn't press him. Matt didn't owe me nothing. Yeah. But he's like, hey, you know, he respected me enough, and he gave me the whole rundown of the personal and the relationship and the situations at hand and this night, and he told me all of that. And I could have walked away saying, nah, I don't believe you, or nah, you gave me an acceptable joint. At that point, it's either let a jury convict it then, but let me get out the way then. But I make my phone calls.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I don't just walk away and be like, oh, I make my phone calls. So there's something about, you know, the things that I've had these type of conversations with, where I'm finding certain understandings. Now I know that there's a lot of things that just continue in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I'm not judging jury. I'm not judging jury. And I do understand there's another piece of it as well, where a way to get at your enemy is also through their associates. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're guilty or not. You know what I'm saying? So that's a thing where you could just be like, I hate this person, and now I'm gonna also go at this person because you befriend them. Because you're trying to strip the person's associations, whether they deserve it or not. Maybe they deserve it, maybe they don't. But that's literally like a tactic. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's like me calling you because Uncle Rod did me dirty, and me calling you and be like, yo, you shouldn't fuck with 15 Minutes of Fame. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to create those disassociations. And if you're right, then I'll find out. If you're wrong, then I'll find out. Either way, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really take that as super controversial. I just take that as, you know, you got to roll with the punches sometimes when you're in a position, or else, you know, how do you be a supportive person to anybody that looks at me with integrity if I can't let you explain yourself to me? You see what I'm saying? So it's tough, man. It's tough because I'm not fully entrenched in shit, but I do hear things. I do hear things, but at the same time, I have respect for the man. So I let things play out. You know what I'm saying?
Did this association with Chris hurt your reputation at all?
Say again?
Did the association with Chris hurt your reputation?
Not that I know.
Okay.
Not that I know. I mean, I haven't lost any of my relationships. Nobody has ever called me and said, you know, ARP, I have a lot of respect for you and I fuck with you, but I can't deal with you anymore because you deal with this person.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nobody is, or because you're cool with this person, or because this person came to an event, or because you booked this person. I haven't gotten that. You know what I'm saying? Whether we're talking about Chris or other people, because I have associations with a bunch of people that aren't liked by certain individuals. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be getting those calls. I think a majority of people look at me for my own actions and for my own, what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I expect. That's what I expect. Because there's a difference between an association, because there's justifications that you're seeing and you're being given reasons and logic. There's that versus like, let's say, casting full judgment when you're not even fully up to speed. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, well, if you don't know, it is my responsibility to learn about shit. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to think that or say that. You know what I'm saying? But when I go directly to a source, when I call Math, when I call Chris, and when I get the information that I get back, then I say, okay. And the rest of that is not for me to play judge and jury.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You're going to allow it to play out how it play out?
Yeah. The rest of it is not for me to play judge and jury. You know what I mean? I make my personal phone calls. I get explanations. People might send me proof for certain things or literature or documents. And then I say, all right, anything past that, you know, I'm not involved in.
And we live in a world of, you know, guilty by media first. Like by you know what I'm saying? Like Diddy right now, he's guilty to the world in a sense.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And there are situations where it's like you can believe it. Like nah, I happen to know Diddy, or I spoke to Diddy and I asked Diddy for an explanation, and instead he sent me a picture of him in the bed with Justin Bieber. Now you know what I'm saying? The shit that you got, now you gotta be like, okay, would you give Diddy? I know you personally, so when I came to you, when I spoke to you, you gave me some shit that said, oh nah. You know what I'm saying? Now if Diddy, you know, gets a call from his close friend and the shit is like some type of proof that, I don't know, him and us should never, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then that person gets to be like, all right, like, let me not convict them and play judge and jury then. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's not easy. It's not easy because you're trying to tote the line of having integrity, you know what I'm saying, and still not being naive.
I agree.
And that's never easy.
I agree. The URL lawsuit, what happened to the lawsuit against them versus RBE? Are you guys still in this situation, or is it done?
No comment.
Okay.
No comment. So if you got something that happened to somebody, like physically or a lawsuit or street related shit or whatever, or a serious beef between two people that don't involve me, I don't even want, the retirement ARP don't want to put that on camera.
Okay, no problem.
You know what I'm saying? The retirement ARP don't want to speak about those things on camera. You know what I mean? But, you know, any legal situations that RBE is involved in, they're going to be what they're going to be. And we're always going to make sure that we protect ourselves to the best of our ability. We're always going to make sure that we retain very, very strong representation, and that we line all of our ducks up and take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. What's good, G? How you?
Good. How about you?
Same shit, different day. You know how it go.
Max out 3 on.
I came here to rap.
Yeah, that's good.
Good to see you, man. How you been?
Good.
Same shit, different day.
Comes for love.
My man. We working as always. You know how it go.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can let me know if you want to answer this one, or if that's kind of in the line. I was gonna ask, the NORBES lawsuit, how has that impacted URL financially, and the implications of someone like NORBES winning a suit against URL? What does that say to battlers and battle rap?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think only the people that are a part of that suit probably know all the details, and you would have to be like, I assume NORBES. NORBES is lawyers and representation, URL and their representation. I go off, I guess, what the public hears and sees. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing about court proceedings and legalities is we all just jump to these assumptions. We all just jump and blurt out these opinions. Social media gives a platform for everybody to put out a fact. You know what I'm saying? An opinion-based fact.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that shit could have niggas in a great spot or niggas in a bad spot, and we wouldn't know it because nobody is supposed to be in a situation like that even talking about their business. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably one of the reasons why I don't know all the ins and outs and all the details. And then people's also going to put on a face that they need to put on. And that's for both sides. You know what I'm saying? This side is going to say everything's good, and this side's going to say everything's good too. So which one of them is wrong? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know what y'all know. Other than that, you know, that's their business. You know, I'm not out here to see the fall of another company. I don't care. I don't care if another company thrives or doesn't.
Okay.
But I'm not out here praying and praying. I'm not losing sleep over what URL or another company does. I don't have that energy. And as far as Norbes, you know, I said a long time ago, you know, me and Norbes, you know, we kind of buried our hatch. You know what I'm saying? We let go of the drama that we had or the not liking of each other that we had a long time ago. You know, we was cool after that. You know what I'm saying? We cool today. You know what I mean? So if the man is owed something, then he's owed something. If he's not, then he's not. But yeah, I don't know the details of that.
Do you think the URL caffeine deal was impacted in any way by the lawsuit and everything we seeing, like Smack saying the money statements and them not being in business with caffeine anymore?
Possible. Once again, you gotta be a part of those business deals to really know. Everybody's speculating.
Facts.
Everybody's speculating. You know what I'm saying? I think it's real easy to say, like, it's no different than like we was talking earlier about all the speculation of why ARP is retiring, right? URL's gonna get the same thing. They're gonna say, yo, Caffeine was here and they were spending money, and you had people, somebody like surfing around. I got 50 my last one. I did
60, homie.
Yeah, and then everybody's talking about big money at that time, and
Facts.
Some of it is true, and some of it is half true, and some of it is not. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, all of a sudden when Caffeine isn't there, the speculation is gonna assume that there was a problem. And that's logical, because any successful relationship typically stays together. So I understand the logic of it, but for all I know, they had a clause in their shit that say it could end, you know, January 2024, we're done.
Yeah.
And we're not re-upping. You know what I'm saying? If the Chiefs, you know what I'm saying, leave free agency and they don't re-sign Jones, that means Jones wasn't good, or they don't want to still stay together and go for a third. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be speculation, and I'm not sticking up for them, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Like, there's always gonna be speculation, but one thing that we can say is for certain, based on the owners themselves saying certain things, to answer your second question, is from a battle rap culture standpoint, an industry standpoint, it's not good to see the top leaders or the top platforms or the top owners or the strongest platforms to have that type of complaint after 10, 12, 15 years of operating. We're all supposed to have this shit down pat by now. We still have the same problems. We still have, every event, there's a battle that's not happening. We're talking about choking. We're talking about unprofessionalism. We're talking about the contrast. We're talking about the politics that people feel like are a hindrance. We're talking about this doesn't work the way I expected. You know what I'm saying? We have the same problems. And then we wonder why we don't crash ceilings. So if you see an ARP or a Smack or an Organic or Rem come out or whoever, and we're talking about like, yo, ain't no money, and some of us have been here 10 plus, that's not good. That's not good. How volatile is the industry then? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that that's a good thing. But I said on my stream the other day, I said the question to me isn't, is the money gone? The question to me is, how much of that money was really ever there to begin with? And the problem is, we walk around and we accept so much smoke and mirrors in battle rap, in the industry, period. I get it. Not everybody has that intellect level. Not everybody can see the truth. Everybody's rich. Everybody's living in a mansion. Everybody's driving foreign.
Yeah.
Everybody's savings account is stacked up.
Yeah.
Everybody's last contract was 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, $50,000.
And that goes the same for the industry too, like the music industry and everything.
And that, I don't even gotta talk about the same thing with the league owners.
Yeah.
Oh, my last event, it was a success. No, it wasn't. You're lying.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what makes that different with you though? Like, why is it that, like...
It's not different with me.
Oh, okay.
I got the same ups and the same downs as the next man. I'm just the only one that's gonna be real enough to tell you.
I've never seen. Well, I can't. Not that I can recall, but like Caffeine being with URL. That's a sponsor that's put that they're joint venture together. What makes it different with you still putting on, maybe not as quite as many events, but those top events that the people want to see? You still have kept consistent without a big sponsor push behind you or anything, and the way you've done business to still keep battle rap in its competitive nature, and actually I feel with Max Out 3 peaking it to a certain point. So it's like, what makes you do business in a way to where you don't have caffeine drama and sponsor drama, all these different sponsor dramas, and you're still putting on the same quality of work as everybody else?
It's just different people do different things and have different business models. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to the fans and the battle rappers to see what's what. I think URL over the years, this is all public information, I think they've done a good job building their company while they partnered with other people. Whether it was Harry, whether it was Al Capone, whether it was Exclusive Vodka, whether it was Caffeine. There's nothing wrong. This is me defending them for a second. I'm not gonna get on no cameras and say no bullshit.
No, that's a fact.
Right? In business, it's actually preferred to spend other people's money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I could build up my company to a place where I get acquired, or somebody else says, let me pay for it now. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. You can't shit on that.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? That's like business 101 type of shit.
Hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But at the same time, you still have to conduct that and run that a certain way. I don't know what they ran right or wrong. I'm not in their offices. I'm not on their group chats or texts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not on their conference calls. You know what I'm saying? But when people look at me and what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been a different business model. Like, Mook told me that one time. And he's also expressed this, I think, from the interview that he did with Dame Dash up, it was a Hot 97 or whatever. It might be a Harlem thing. He was always just like, yo, I respect you because you spend your own money. Mook has always said that.
That's basically what I was alluding to, yo.
Yeah, that's what Dame Dash, that's whole Dame Dash whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not making none of this up.
Yeah, no, that's Dame Dash whole shit.
So it's just difference in business model. So when I go into my own pocket and I make my own decisions at any point in the year, that's just our approach.
Gotcha.
When URL has whatever the situation, I don't know how many people is a part of the decisions over there based on who's paying what or what. It could be all URL niggas, and then these niggas just put up the money and say do what you want. Or these niggas can have an influence. I don't know. But it's just a different business model. I think they found success in what they've done over the years because I think that they've done well for themselves. And I damn sure found success over the years of what I've done. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different business model. That's all. That's all.
I did an interview recently with Vague, and he basically said, outright, he said, caffeine are culture vultures.
See, when caffeine came, it was a downtime for everybody. It was what was it? The pandemic.
Facts.
Nobody was allowed outside. Nobody can do anything. No big events. So when caffeine came, they came with all this money. They culture vultures. Caffeine. Nobody's gonna say it. Caffeine is culture vultures, bro. They're culture vultures. They didn't know shit about battle rap.
How did you feel about Caffeine's environment in battle rap, and did they ever reach out to you to do business with RB?
No. When you got situations with like let's say URL and Caffeine, you gotta assume that there's all types of non-compete clauses and all that type of shit.
Gotcha.
Where Caffeine may or may not be able to go on certain ventures and vice versa. Like, I believe that it was said, whether true or not, that's one of the reasons why URL had to get off of YouTube, because of the type of way that Caffeine had to have stake, I don't want to say ownership, have stake in their content.
Yeah.
And then maybe there was agreement early on where it's just like, you can't use YouTube, but you could use your app because that's a VOD platform. Maybe that was an early agreement. You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't think you would have ever seen RB and URL working with the same entity at the same time, because when you embark on that type of situation, you kind of negotiate, and it's understandings of like non-competes and all that type of shit. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? But what was the other part of it?
Basically, for the sake, my bad. How do you feel about the Caffeine environment in battle rap? Like the environment they brought in the culture?
I think it served its purpose. I think it served its purpose. I think there's a lot of good and there's also bad, and that comes with everything. Not everything I did was through the roof. Not everything I damn sure not everything I did was bad. I'm not sticking up for them niggas.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always gonna be pros and cons to shit. I could take the bag up, but I might sacrifice the quality.
Yeah.
Or I might bring the bag down and it's trade-offs.
Could be oversaturated too much.
I might oversaturate. Yeah. Maybe I have a clause with them that's saying I have to do a joint monthly.
Yeah. At one point, URL was throwing almost like weekly battles weekly. At one point.
I might get on camera and tell the culture and the fans in a promotional way, like, yo, we out here banging for y'all. But that might really be motivated by the way the caffeine deal is structured. You just don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then maybe when that starts out, it's beautiful. And then you might go 3, 4, 6, 7 months and realize like, yo, it feels oversaturated. Anything that is that beneficial to any industry, you're going to see a form of it for the long run. Because they say that anything that's worth keeping will evolve, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't have a constant because the economy changes, the consumers change, the age demographic that came in with you will change.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like people will say like, yo, we got new fans. They don't know about this battle rap and that battle, right?
Yep.
So nothing can remain like this. Things have to find a way to adjust and be cut. But that only comes with something that's working, right? If something is here and gone within a year, 2 years or whatever, that means that something was happening that wasn't sustainable.
Gotcha.
It's no different why companies will come to the table, they'll sit in that office and the head honchos, they'll go through layoffs. Because we're looking at our bottom line,
yeah.
And right now we're just operating, and sometimes we're losing money, and sooner or later there's going to be the first indication of that was when everybody lost their channels. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Their deal.
Yeah, the caffeine deal.
Yeah.
Mike P and all the guys.
If those things are making money, you don't cut them. That's just money 101, right?
Yeah. Now we just throwing money away.
Yeah.
At this point.
So things for whatever reason, whether it was like I didn't know that industry doesn't, equate to what I thought it was going to equate to, or maybe it was overspending, or maybe it was the saturation, or maybe it was the performances not keeping up the brand, or it could be a piece of, you just never know. But eventually there's people that get into a room and decide that what we're doing is not sustainable, and then decisions are made. That's just how it goes in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
When we see Hitman showing off his PayPal, talking he owns part of RBE and he's getting pay-per-view percentage for the sake of business negotiations and leverage, do you ever wish that Hitman would keep quiet about the business that y'all have together?
I don't give a fuck. Now I'm retired. Say whatever the fuck you
he
want.
put that 400,000 out. He had a lot of, you know what I mean?
I'm retired.
That was a $500,000.
Yeah, $500,000.
You want to know what's funny? So like when Mook did the whole 25 or whatever.
Yeah, or Summer Madness too.
And that pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But it also helped a lot of people as well.
Lux said I want 40 shorty the next year.
Yeah. So one difference that you'll hear like a Holla talk about in spaces, and you'll hear certain battle rappers talk about, a difference between RBE and URL is a level of transparency, right?
Yes.
People say that a lot behind the scenes. So in that scenario over there, when Surf raps to Rock or Hitman raps to Rock, like, yo, you're being taken advantage of, right? Rock may not be aware of what's really going on money-wise, despite being such a soldier. Whereas the soldiers over here, if you have an issue, let's go ahead and step behind the scenes and look at these numbers. I'll do that. I've done that. You see what I'm saying? So there's less of a reason to be distraught towards ARP or RBE, because I really will show you. It benefits me to show you. It helps me negotiate now. It helps me negotiate later. I'll get to calm your ego. I'll get you to stop pocket watching, so that when I call you and I'll be like, yo, I got $3,000 for you or $5,000 for you, you don't turn around and say, yo, ARP, you doing me dirty. Okay, let me show you what you draw, versus let me show you what draws when I book this person. I'll bring people into that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a difference as well, where, it's a different interaction of how I've managed my business relationships and communications that I hear is different than, in other companies. So I think that's a big deal.
And I can't help but think about, though, on a business, as a business owner, with Hitman doing that, right? I can't help but think about the business owner that put this together. What you got out of that event, like you paying somebody that, like.
But let battle rap tell it, right? Like if we do max out 1 and then max out 2 and then there's not a max out again for a year plus.
You lost money?
That's because of posts like that, or how much people made.
I overpaid Hitman, they overpaid Cassidy.
So now that's why
they broke the bank. They maxed you out.
And fact number 1 is you book Hitman, you don't lose money.
And you said that multiple times.
That's fact number 1. It's fact number 2. It's fact number 2 when it comes to everybody that I either know business about or have done business with. Fact number 2 is Hitman Holla is the biggest draw. All right? You're going to have people now saying that Max Out 3 is the bag that he's retired off of. That's cool. Let them say what they want to say. It's all good. I know I ain't lose no fucking money at Max Out 3. You know what I'm saying? So whatever was made was made. But people get paid what they deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the thing about, and not just Hitman, but Hitman is always like one of the lead examples.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's the top. So we go to him as an example a lot. He deserves it. But when you're talking about somebody that generates money, right, and also he deserves, if you negotiate with Hitman and he comes to the table and he says, yo, give me 30, give me 40, give me $50,000, he's doing you a favor.
Yeah.
He's doing you a favor.
Yeah, I remember when his whole, years ago, when his whole thing was, yo, I just want 30. Like when he was talking to me, like when he had his back and forth with URL, he was like, if you give him Mook 25, I know y'all got a 30 for me, because it's like, dog, I'm your highest viewed battler on y'all channel.
For example, yo, shout out to the homie Rem, right?
Yeah. She said she went in the green after booking Hitman and
But that event is her max out.
Yeah.
You know
That anniversary card.
And what Rem is gonna have to also navigate is what type of what battlers or what type of matchups can do that again. It's real shit.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not a coincidence that all 3 max outs have Hitman on them. You know what I'm saying? So Rem is a fast learner. Rem knows the difference between, I did this card right here. It was I've had this conversation with her. I'm not gonna talk about no numbers, of course, or nothing like that. But she was like, "Yo, this card right here was in a small room, and it still wasn't sold out. And
Damn.
I got this female who's one of the biggest ever, and I got this person on it. That's what's going on. Why?
Yeah.
Because people are led to believe that these people can fill a room and fill a pay-per-view and draw when they can't.
Yeah.
It's just the truth, and people are scared to say it because there's smoke and mirrors and they're still trying to sell something. But I've always been honest about it. And for me, being honest with the battle rappers hopefully humbles them so we can keep the market in line.
Yeah, that's funny. I was having a similar conversation with Vague, and he said, some shit like he wants to do some shit where it's like he wants I think he said he's gonna do it where he's like, yo, he wants everybody who comes through that door to say who they came to see, so he can show the battle rappers how important they really are.
King of the Dot did that once, right? Where they did they gave everybody like a pay-per-view code, the battlers.
Okay.
And it's like if you buy the pay-per-view, or if you promote your pay-per-view code, like on your Instagram, your Twitter, then those fans will be like, all right, I'm here for, let's say Cortez.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna use your code when I go buy the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So King of the Dot gets to see behind the scenes. All right, we got X amount for Head Ice, X amount for Ilmac, X amount for Cortez.
Who basically came out to see who?
Yeah. And I think they did it once and one time only. And I would bet money that King of the Dot didn't like what they saw.
Okay.
I would bet money.
Sheesh.
I would bet money. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel it's a good business practice giving battlers a percentage of the pay-per-view?
No comment, motherfucker. What are you up to?
I'm just asking. You retired.
What are you up to?
You retired.
I am, but there's certain shit I'm taking to the grave, though.
Okay. Listen.
So you know what? So to basically string off of that question, not in that exact.
I got an answer for it.
Okay.
I think it's dope to partner into situations that are deserving of.
Okay.
Period. That's not even just battle rap.
I feel proper negotiation based upon what that.
You see, Jay-Z and Nas went through the whole Takeover and Ether and Super Ugly, And then when they did a business deal together and they sat down in front of each other, it might have been Sway that did that interview. I forget who did it.
I remember it was Sway.
They sat down with each other, and Jay, who is the alpha of the two or the bigger of the two, right? He said, you don't book, or you don't manage.
Yeah,
or
you partner.
You don't, for Nas is Nas. You partner with them.
That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
real
that's
shit.
my humility. Like I could walk around with the attitude like I'm ARP. I'm one of the biggest names in this shit.
Yeah.
I own Rare Beat Entertainment. I got one of the biggest and the best platforms in this shit. I get DMs from Africa once a week, minimum. You know what I'm saying? I could move like that. But when you move like that and when you got that type of attitude, mentality, and personality, you know how many blessings you miss off of? You know what I'm saying? Because you might have somebody that they could be lesser than you, but they can still put you in the green. You could be a billionaire. If the man can make you $1,000, treat him with respect. You know what I'm saying? So it might have a certain type of battler. I respect they handle. I'm gonna treat you like a business partner. I'm not gonna treat you like you work for me. I'm not your OG, I'm not your old head.
Yeah.
I'm not your uncle.
That's the same thing you were saying to Verb on the live.
I'm not Unc.
Yeah.
I'm none of this shit for you. I'm your peer. I might be your homie. I might be your friend. I might be your partner. I'm cool with any of those. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I don't want to be in those spots where you feel like I'm your boss. I didn't stop battle rappers from calling me boss. Ask Remedy Local. Ask Caution. I know sometimes it'd be their regular lingo. What's good, boss man? I'm like, don't say that. They're like, nah, this is how I talk. Like, but still, I'm cool on that.
I feel that.
Call me homie, or call me Britt. What up, Britt? What up, AR? Whatever. I don't like people even call me boss.
Blue Room God.
Cool, whatever. But don't treat me or call, because the moment you keep doing that, certain people feed into that shit too. I'm cool on that. That's just not me.
How many elite battle rappers are looking for the same Hitman type deal? And does it feel like that's why some of these guys want that blue room smoke?
I'm retired, so I don't know and I don't care how many people's looking for it, but I will tell you, and the deal, I'm not alluding to what type of deal people got, but Hitman money, period. If you're out there looking for Hitman money, it's no different than any other field. There's somebody out there trying to make an EP album right now or a mixtape, and they want a major label to pay them $5 million for it. Is your product worth it? It's not just battle rap we talking, it's anything. Yeah. You got some fucking screenwriter out there that's writing a movie script and wants to walk it into the offices of Showtime or HBO. You see how, like, people be thinking like, you'll see like, let's say Sopranos or like The Wire and shit, and they'll think like HBO wrote that. No, the Tom Hanks of the world, they write a script and then they walk it into those platforms. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how that goes.
Into like Paramount and all of these different companies.
Yes. Yeah. How much is your product worth? This shit is amazing. The Matrix concept, what the fuck is this? I'm buying this.
Got you.
What? This unplugged fucking what the fuck?
Something until somebody paid for it.
Yes. Yes. That's where the priceless shit can come in too. You know what I'm saying? If that watch you wearing right now, if I pay you $1 million for it, how much is it worth to me?
Yeah.
All right. You know what I'm saying? So now if I start putting stats to it, and they're like, I know that brand, I've seen people sell that brand before. I put that brand on the table in the store, and I watched how many people came to the table, how many people walked into the store, and then I know what I'm dealing with. Yeah. Is that a Hitman Holla watch? Cool. Have this then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's no different in any arena in the world to me. It's just all similar business.
Does it set a precedence across battle rap and ultimately
No. The reason why it doesn't set a precedence across battle rap is because big draws are too far and few, unfortunately, for our culture.
Okay.
If we had 20 hitmen, I'm just saying 20. How long have you been watching battle rap?
Since 2012.
2012? 12 years.
Yeah.
12 years. If after 12 years, if we had just 20, that's not a lot, just 20, just 10 hitmans, everybody in the culture would be a millionaire. Because the way that all the events would be banging, this week you would see Hitman 1, this one the other Hitman, this one the draw-wise. Yeah. And all these events would look like Max Out or Chrome 23, and the pay-per-views would be through the roof. Everybody, there'd be millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars that's justified, not overpaid, justified to actually go around. We don't have 20 hitmans.
And you know why? I've been watching a lot of interviews of like comedians and the comedian push going on lately, and I feel like battle rap and like how Hitman, Charlie Clips, and Conceited, how they're the network on the Wildin' Out. I feel like that's what the part of battle rap is that grind that they're missing. Comedians, I've heard all these comedians, Country Wayne especially, say when we go to a city, I go to 5 different spots. I go say who I am, where I'm going to be performing at. I've never known of battle rappers besides Surf and maybe a couple others go to a city, hit 2-3 different clubs, announce that their event is coming up, and let people know who they are, and really express themselves and network in that regard to get offered other opportunities like to be in a movie or to be on a song with this
grind
and that.
Is real.
And that's where that 10 hitmans ain't gonna happen at.
A person's grind, a person's consistency, a person's quality is going to determine where they end up standing. You know what I'm saying? I went and saw DL, you talk about comedians, I went and saw DL Hughley like 2 weekends ago, right? I believe when I bought the ticket for that Friday night, he had four time slots on that same Friday. He just, in that same venue, you know what I'm saying? Did the same show, same material, same thing, 4 times that day. I got there for the last show of the night. I said, I'm gonna be running around all day. I think I had like the 10:30 show, the last joint that he did. He on that stage not looking tired. He doing the same shit I assume he did for the first show earlier that morning or whatever.
He gave you your money's worth. He ain't coming in there
but
bullshit.
I'm pretty sure that as soon as he walked off stage, it's
Gotcha.
man, grind, effort.
At his age too.
Yeah, we got battlers that could be booked 2 months ahead and still won't show up prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or show up at all.
It's the professionalism, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think other leagues are upset that you're doing business this way and knowing that battle rappers will ask for the same deal? If I can make $100K and get an RB,
you keep asking me non-retired questions. If a league is upset at whatever type of business I do that has been very, very impactful for RBE or impactful for certain battlers or impactful for certain events, they don't have to be mad at it because I'm retired.
Got you. But
that
I'm saying
shit is done. Those deals won't happen with me
since you
anymore.
did it, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you look at it like
no, they shouldn't be mad. You want to know why? Because they're
Yeah.
going to be like, yo, I don't have to compete with trying to do the same thing for you
Okay.
because he's gone.
Okay, he's gone.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
it's a wrap.
when you got situations where Hollow could put up his contract and say that I was paid X amount not to do
Yeah,
this,
26K to be exact.
right? People won't feel the need to do that at
Got
times.
you, got
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Got you.
Or let's say, you think Murder Mook has never had a negotiation with URL knowing like, yo, if y'all don't come to the table a certain way or by a certain time, I'm just gonna walk across the street.
Facts.
I'm just gonna walk back and forth across the street like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Mook. When we do business, we do business.
Yeah.
Or when we did business, we did business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't think that Mook was able to use that leverage of going like this?
I'm sure.
Did Mook not get in a rap to URL and say I got paid for 3 and only rap 1 or whatever? Did Mook not get his contract the moment that Hollow put that contract up? The moment that Hollow is no different than Cassidy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's no different than K-Shine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if anything, niggas should be happy. Like, I don't gotta call this person and throw them X amount of dollars right now because they might be about to step on RBE stage. You don't gotta do that now. You know what I'm saying?
You think URL would ever adopt that model?
I don't know how they do business, though.
Okay.
I don't know what they've done in the past, or I'm pretty sure, watch this. This is me being 1,000 as always. I'm pretty sure you go ask certain people about URL business, they're gonna tell you how happy they are with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I'm not the only person that has done right by many people or helped people get to
100%.
what they deserve or got good bags. I'm sure if you cut on the camera right now and ask Tay-Rock about URL, he's gonna tell you he's happy. I'm not looking for money. I'm not hurting for, I'm keeping RBE. It's my baby. You know what I'm saying? It's my company.
So
It's something I can always be proud that I built along with some good people. You know what I'm saying? So retiring doesn't mean closing the company.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can have an owner of fucking Walmart and he retires. You know what I'm saying? There might be other people that's still functioning within Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like Lawrence and Wing, they're growing.
No, yeah.
They really are growing. I'm seeing the buzz that they do. I'm seeing like the trenches and versus brick shit going on.
Yeah,
I say,
yeah.
okay, y'all they not playing. RBE is there for good people, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a full circle that I do. If it's like, yo, Cass and Big K, man, I really want to do this battle, man. Let's just negotiate it so I can drop it on YouTube. Just quick, private, like, shoot. You know what I'm saying? I get a bag with Cass because that's my nigga. I get a bag with K because that's my nigga. And then drop it on the channel for the fans. Like,
we all
RBE as a
win.
company is there.
Will Lawrence and Wynn still do the same cards that
They
you had
just
in the
did it.
past?
I've been retired since Max Out 3. I didn't say a word on camera. I've been quiet for the first quarter of the whole year.
Yeah.
No tweets, no interviews. I haven't been on my own channel, no live, no nothing. They still was doing it. They were still working. They just did a 2-day event this past weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm out their way. You know what I mean? And I'm still gonna help. I'm still gonna finance and try to add some one-offs with them or whatever. That's what I mean, like when I say I'm around. But everybody know what I could do if I'm really working. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't gotta worry or think or wait for that, because I'm not doing that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's all appreciation and respect to everybody that supports me. But that, I'm not pushing no buttons. I'm not launching no missiles. Full circle, support Lawrence and Winged, do my little lives and blogs, and stay out the way. That's it.
I wanted to ask you this. Is battle rap a bad business to get into when you look back in hindsight?
No, if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. You know what I'm saying? And when I say it's not a bad business to get into, let me further detail that. It's not a good business to get into if it's your primary source of income. To me.
Mm-hmm.
To me. If you want to be a league owner, it takes years to become consistently profitable. You better have the financing to continue to bang and be amongst the forefront until you can turn the corner. Just like any other entrepreneurial business that you start, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of people are fit for that. We've seen a lot of people not be fit for that.
Of course.
As a battle rapper, I said on my live the other day, I said like, there's only like 3% of all the battle rappers that make more than like $5,000 per battle, right? In today's economy, I don't know how your lifestyle is, but I don't know how many times you're getting booked per year. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting booked 10 times per year, if you get booked 12 times per year, one battle a month, you know what I'm saying? What's 12 times 5? Was that 60 grand?
70?
60 grand?
60.
That's a 60 piece?
Yeah, 60.
60 grand is
That's a lot of money.
In today's world,
For one
no.
battle a month?
Based on how these niggas is talking, everybody's
60
rich
grand?
though.
For
Everybody,
one battle a month, nigga, that's good.
no.
No, for the year.
No, for the year.
Nigga, that's a lot of money.
That's
Year.
one battle a month though, for five grand.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you pay taxes?
Yeah.
Sure. 30% of your bread is gone. You got a car? You got a crib? You paying your crib?
But no,
you got child support?
No, I hear what you said. But
You buying new
but
clothes?
time-wise,
You buying food?
There's people putting in.
You got bills?
There's putting people 860 hours of working for somebody while you making $3
No,
grand.
I'm not saying that people can't survive off of $60,000. A lot of people ain't making $60,000.
Hell no, yeah.
You asked me if I think it's a good career to get into. If I'm telling you 3% of battle rappers over the course of their entire career will never pass 5,000.
Oh, okay.
Are you telling me you picked the right career?
Nah.
You probably could have did something a little better for yourself. That's I'm just saying.
Oh, no, that
You
makes
know,
sense.
My initial thought was 3% to me was high when you said that too. When thinking about battle rap, I was like, 3%.
Nah, 3% is
No, 3%. Only 3% of the battle rappers
make over five
per battle.
Per battle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought that was high.
No, that's low. Come on,
That's
3%.
No, I'm talking about you're high with 3%. I'm thinking it's lower than that. I'm thinking like it's a lower, but like I feel like you giving credit to it. There's a lot of battle rappers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of battle rappers. 5,000.
And no. But if you take the number up, I'm gonna drop that percentage. I'm just saying, like, if there's 1,000 battle rappers that's actively on the scene getting paid, because there's a whole crop of battlers, thousands of battlers, hundreds of battlers that don't get paid. Right?
Yeah.
So if you're actively on the scene and you're being paid, let's say there's 1,000 of them in the United States. I'm saying 3% of them is making over 5,000
per battle,
30,
right?
30, okay.
Yeah, so which is a small
the percentage
percentage
of making it into the NBA might be better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, I feel
you
where
know
you're
what I
coming
mean?
from.
Like,
Because
it-
5,000.
it-
Because if you go trying to make a
Right,
card now,
right,
and you're
right.
thinking of who you want to pay 5,000 to. You're like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
And then
So
you got the rest of the car.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
That's
so what I'm
$10,000
trying to
for
say
one battle.
is if you're planning to have a career as a battle rapper, the same way as a league, I'm telling you, you got to put in years before you could turn the curve and start to make money. You got to do the same thing to even start getting paid as a battle rapper.
Yeah.
And that's your career. That's why I keep saying I don't believe in battle rap for people as a primary source of income. I believe in it as secondary or third. So if I could I got my hustle over here, I got my job or my 9 to 5, whatever I'm doing over here, and then I catch a battle over there, dope, extra money, extra
Got
60
you.
grand for the
Got
year.
you.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't have to depend on having to get on the
And
stage
I think
to
it's
rap.
entertainment overall in itself. Like with comedians and every other entertainment business, you can't just do that one thing and expect to get paid.
So you don't think that same 3% of comedians
It
is the
applies.
ones that's really making
No,
money?
it applies.
They're fucked up too.
Yeah, it applies.
When I
Same
went to,
with
when I went
rappers.
and caught D.L. Hughley the other night that I told you about,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the couple of niggas that opened probably wasn't making no money if being paid at all. That's not, they did just like about it for opportunity.
Yeah.
Same when you hear Dave Chappelle tells his stories, or Kevin Hart, these guys was like, we ain't getting nothing starting out.
And how many Dave Chappelles is in the world?
Not
one.
It's only
So I might be being nice. If you move the number up of battlers, I'm dropping that 3% even lower.
Yeah,
So I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Okay, you're RB guys, and you hear ARP is retiring or falling back. What do you advise for your guys to do, and would you advise them to even battle on URL?
of course.
Okay.
I've advised them to battle on URL this whole time.
Okay.
Did I ever stop that?
Nah, you never had a don't battle on URL. You always said my contract says they can battle wherever they want.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just don't fuck my shit up. That's what I always said.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Don't fuck my shit up. That's all I ever cared about. You know what I'm saying? So and it's not just URL. You should battle anywhere there's good opportunity that you agree with.
Brand you.
If a league owner or a promoter or a businessman or a sponsor approaches you with a situation that you are cool with, proceed. I don't know how to make it any more clear than that. Yeah, if somebody approaches you with something you don't like, decline. If somebody approaches you with something that you fuck with, proceed.
How does your guys who've waved the RBE flag and been out there RBE up front, how do they feel about you just taking a step back?
Some
From the conversations you've had.
Some like, damn AR. Some like, yeah, I knew the way you was talking and conversation we had, I seen it coming. Others like, yo, it is what it is. Like, I'm outside or I'm not outside anyway. Like, I seen all different shit from some of the close artists and close battlers. You know, I seen all different type of shit. You could look at like a Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Rosenberg, prior to all of this, he got himself a transition.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, salute. This
With
shit
his
is
stream.
dope. Fire.
And he's still jumping in and out of battling too. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So Raw got himself something. You could have like a Big K and an Ill Will who are so established, any platform is happy to work with them.
Yeah.
If you don't work with them, you got some type of politics or blocker or something like that. Every platform wants to work with a Big K or an Ill Will.
Facts.
If they don't, it's because of something that's not related to, your talent or, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real.
Yeah. They
All
was
right.
just said that too with the 3 Letterman video. He said,
Yeah.
I can do small battles for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah.
good.
You got the QBs of the world. Shit, she just started her own platform.
Congrats to QB. Yep.
Congrats to her. You got the show-offs of the world. He's already saying that he's out.
He getting into the movies.
He's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I can keep going down the line. So it's just like I don't want to be treated any different than the battlers. And that's the thing I said about being viewed as a peer instead of as Unc or your OG or your master or your controller or the person that's running your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if Ill Will or Big K or Rose Show or whatever decide to retire, and I'm like, damn, we got a bunch of battles to get done. Am I supposed to be upset or am I supposed to support them?
Yeah.
It's no different from me. I'm your peer. If I put in 10 years of work, blood, sweat, and tears, literally double meaning, you know what I'm saying? And I say, yo, my 10-year anniversary, I'm over here now. I'm stepping out the way. And you would think the way I carried it over years, I would hope people would congratulate you, respect that, and
Real
appreciate
talk.
that, and salute that. You shouldn't be coming to somebody that did right by you, whether you agree with certain circumstances or not. Overall, If you feel like I did a battle or two, I should have made more. Cool. I feel like I did a lot of battles I should have made more. A lot of events I should have made more.
Yeah.
All right? But overall, we did right by each other. You know what I'm saying? When anybody moves to another space, you're supposed to support them. We got OGs. We got real OGs, real people in their 50s and 60s and all that shit. They announce retirement. We go like this.
That's
go
a
put
fact.
your feet up.
Yeah.
You ain't reporting to that office at 9 o'clock in the morning no more.
Facts.
Go put your feet up.
Facts.
You see before we got on camera and while I'm on camera, I'm getting calls about
real shit.
about bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm retired.
Yeah.
Knowledge, you supposed to tell me I know even behind the scenes shit with you, AR.
Yeah.
Go put your fucking feet up and get away from this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like
real talk.
I mean, like it's supposed to be that way. It's not gonna be that type of energy from everybody. And I'll accept that. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, I think a majority of the people I worked with, or majority of the culture, feels like I did right by the fans. I did right by the culture. I did right by the people I worked with. I did right by business partners. I did, you know what I'm saying? Overall, I did right. So, and I added a lot
You went out with a bang.
to this culture.
Yeah.
I gave 10 years of a lot. There's a lot of things that happened because I was standing here in this shit on my platform and in other platforms. It's a lot that I'm responsible for, directly and indirectly.
Facts.
Y'all got a lot of shit because I stepped in here. Now, if I go chill now, that's all I really expect. Salute. That's all I really expect, because I'm not saying I want to leave with something, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say give me this, that, and that so I could walk. I didn't say I'm cool. I'm not trying to take nothing from nobody, right? I didn't say over the years, let me stop this blessing. Don't battle here, don't battle there.
Yeah.
So I'm not leaving with that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I deserve.
You
I deserve.
leaving
my,
out on top, man.
humble,
Like you said.
my humble walk. You know what I mean, but it is what it is.
So imagine the guys, that are, some of your main hitters and things like that. They go to URL. A lot of new matches. A lot of new matches. We could probably finally get Big K and Tay Rock. The battles we've been asking
Big K,
for.
Tay Rock is a battle. Big K, Easy. Big K, Twerk. Somebody else could do Big K, Cassidy, not just me. Big K, Cassidy. Big K, Lux, I don't care. Like, this left field shit be sometimes the best shit.
I agree. You missed the left field.
Yeah. Sometimes it be the best shit. Like there's so many battles out there to see.
We ain't expect no Mook and Big K. That's not.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You've been asking for Hitman and Ill Will. Like certain shit, we wasn't.
I just hope that people,
K and Hitman.
if people don't get along or whatever, then at least just. I feel like a lot of people, if they got ego or petty about them, if you ask them on camera, they're gonna say that they don't. They're lying. Like, if you're a businessman, people say that term a lot. I'm a businessman. Show me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking to one entity. I'm speaking to the whole culture. Something dope is something dope. If the fans want to see Big K, then let's give them Big K. If the fans want to see show off, give them show off. I'm not supposed to be the only doer here. That was my philosophy when I first got here. I said the culture shouldn't want to be trapped to one person's or one entity's philosophies, creativity, ideas, politics, relationships. What if I don't get along with Ill Will or Big K? What if these three leagues right here don't get along with Big K? So what, then Big K is out, he's blackballed? We never get a champion of the year run by Big K? We never get these battles or these classic moments from Big K? You know what I'm saying? So I've always been a proponent of Rem's gonna bring you this. No Mercy and Peso's gonna bring you this. URL's gonna bring you this. Organic and them up there's gonna bring you this. ARP and my niggas over here, we gonna bring you that. John gonna bring you that.
Facts.
Easy on the scene, he gonna bring you this.
Yeah.
Geechee gonna bring you, that's how we go hard, gonna bring you this.
Facts.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Now, I'll stay on Big K real quick. So, Big K's last performance on URL against, I think it was T-Top, that was a little, it didn't go so well for him. So, is URL a fair platform for with the transition that Big K's made since that time? Is URL a fair platform for him to battle a URL like a URL,
Like a
battle
Tay-Rock.
like a Tay-Rock, or
so-
like, does
so-
it have to
that's
be
a
more
good question.
Does it have to
That
be more
that's a
mutual?
layered question, because the word fair could be interpreted different ways.
Okay.
Like fair, like no matter whether it's URL or not, every platform has their favorites. So if you battle in RBE's house and your Aye Verb battling Ill Will, we're going through that right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's real.
They're gonna be like, that's an Ill Will guy. I mean, an RBE guy,
Yep,
Ill
yep,
Will.
yep.
So you're gonna face possibly some bias.
That's real
You could
shit.
you could walk into an RBE event,
Yeah.
and if Oops does a third round like that, the whole crowd is gonna shut up and be quiet, because
Yeah.
we perpetuate that, we push that, we respect it. You go to another platform and he's sitting up there and he might be getting teary-eyed and talking about some of that shit. They might be like, boo, get that shit the fuck. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every platform is gonna build up their relationships based on, and their fan base is gonna interpret a certain way. So off rip, you got that, but the battler has to deal, that's not an excuse. The battler has to deal with that. If you want me to battle in RBE, Mook comes to RBE, it's the doghouse. Nigga, I'm always in the doghouse. I'm a married man. He plays on it. He plays on it. Because it's Big K's crib, right? But Mook get on the road, go to Blue Room and battle Big K and make his bread, put it on a wall and go about his business.
Facts.
So the battler's gotta know that. Now the other fair word that people might interpret when you ask a question like that is like, if the league, not the crowd and the
like Vince
energy,
said, the league pushing you when he battle Rock.
or if the league is gonna do something. All right? If the league, that might be why Mook is gonna walk up in there and say, clear the stage when I battle Rock.
When I battle Rock.
Because if y'all got t-shirts running around
New
talking about
era.
New Era and shit,
Yeah.
like maybe there's a reputation or a vibe over there, like I can't trust the league. You see what I'm saying?
Now I remember
So
that
there's two
was a
different types of
major,
fair
yeah.
that we're talking
Yeah,
about. There's two different types of fair that we're talking about.
I didn't think about that.
So I think Big K, no matter what, is gonna have to face an uphill battle if he battles Rock in front of a URL fan base. But he has to deal with that anyway. That's just how it is in all these different houses. But if the league is not willing to make sure he gets a fair shake, that's foul play. That's different. That's different. I would never be at Ill Will versus Aye Verb today and stand like this while Aye Verb is rapping. And then when Ill Will's rapping, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. When it's time for that coin to flip, as a league, you got to give a fair shake. You got to give a fair
Is
shake.
that why Verb and Ill Will are not having a
No, that's all promo and Verb shit.
Okay.
It's like I understood why Arsenal did that, but at the same time, I was let down because I was like, oh, he don't know my character. You know what I'm saying? When he battled Show Off and he asked me to see the coin, it's in the footage. I said, yo, you think I would do that to you? Arsenal's like, it's Show Off crib. I understand why you feel that way, but I would never.
Yeah, I'm not that
look at
biased.
the coin.
I'm not that biased. I ain't about to
I
cheat.
ain't doing that.
Yeah,
like I'm
no,
not.
no,
We're
no.
not doing that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was even.
That's a guiltiness of what somebody's, like a conscious thing of what somebody may have been through.
But that's why I'm even going back and forth with some of the shit with Verb with fun. Like, alright, you know damn well you don't need a pay-per-view because we might do something in the edit to you. Come on.
Yeah.
Did I edit Will's choke versus Pain?
Nah. I don't know.
What the fuck is we talking about?
Yeah. He ain't protect nothing but nobody.
Did I protect Will when Rosenberg Raw, beat him up?
Nah. I don't know.
Did I protect Show Off when
Or
Raw?
Big K when he pulled the phone, none of that shit. Yeah. None of that.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, you're right. Big K
Yeah.
versus and Reed is a new guy at that point.
Exactly.
He's coming through. He's not a new guy.
Exactly.
Big K with I ain't including
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
The culture gonna see this.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like it's come on.
Smack says money ain't coming back. The comments, and you said at one point URL inflated the prices, but is the real answer that the battle rappers are just simply charging too much?
The battle rappers ain't putting no guns to no league owners' heads, and the league owners ain't putting no guns to no battle rappers' heads.
Okay.
All right. when you call me, I'll use Verb again. Shout out to Verb. Verb was just saying he was doing his Spaces thing and whatnot. He was talking about the first time he brought him in, or we was talking about him and Ill Will. He said, I didn't fuck with the numbers.
Okay.
That's how it's supposed to be. If I call Verb and I say, this is all true stories, Verb, I want you to battle Gritty because y'all two doing y'all little thing, whatever. Here's what I want to do. He has the right to say no. He said no. He said, no. He said, I don't want to battle Gritty for that number. And I didn't want to move neither, and then the battle doesn't happen. We're both within our rights. There's nothing there's no hard feelings in negotiations. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On the flip side now, you come to me and you want to do this price with Ill Will, and I say, I'm cool on that price. No hard feelings in negotiations. It went both ways with me and Verb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Since we started rocking again. That's how it's supposed to be. So I say that to say, there's no guns to nobody's head. You know what I mean? So if I say, give me $40,000 and you've been in the game 10 years plus and you still are over budgeting and I'm not really a $40,000 draw, the league is fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, okay.
The league is fucking up. But the battler is also living in the moment too. I'm not stopping nobody from getting their money, but the battler has to possibly certain battlers have to get in line with reality when the market goes through a recycle. You know what I'm saying?
Or make sure they shit on point.
Yeah.
Like, make sure.
You got to make sure that what you're trying to get is really what is justifiable, because circumstances change. Remember I told you before, just a different business model, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying hypothetically, let's say maybe this was the case. I don't know niggas' business, but let's say this was the case. If it's Caffeine's money, right, and they allot me a pool of money, I'm just making a guess. I don't care if I grab 50 out of that and then give it to you. It's not my money. But when Caffeine's gone, and now I got to reach into my own pocket, now it's just like, yo, y'all niggas overpaid now. Coming out of my pocket now.
Because you take that 50 from Caffeine, give it to them.
I didn't care when it wasn't my money.
And then they don't give you that performance they were supposed to give you on top of that. And then there is all of that trick. Because remember, a lot of these battlers are getting paid, and we're not getting 3 rounds. We got people choking.
Yeah.
A lot of
but behind the scenes, business will always laugh its way to the bank. So it wasn't just the quality of the work. It was just the behind the scenes return that was actually happening for the people that's putting up possibly millions of dollars or whatever. I'm just going based on like the Forbes and, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? So somebody is still looking at the numbers, right? If I don't care from a business standpoint, if I'm sitting up in the Caffeine offices and every event half the card is choking, but I'm 5 million in the green every event, I don't give a fuck that they're choking.
Yeah.
Something that we're doing is still clicking. Keep doing it. Let them choke. Maybe the choking is what the fans are looking for. Just like NASCAR, they're looking for the crash. That's what I'm gonna. If I'm sitting in the office and I'm watching, I'm like, every event they're choking, yet my stream keeps going up, I'm gonna be like, oh, the fans is on some NASCAR shit. They really showing up for the crash.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. There's somebody sitting in an office somewhere and saying, regardless of what's happening, choking, good event, bad event, big room, small room, whatever.
They're here.
These are my numbers.
Yeah, the asses is in the seats regardless.
Yeah, these are my fucking numbers. That's the real world. These are the fucking numbers. It's either I like the numbers or I don't.
Yeah.
And if I don't like the numbers, especially now that it's possibly coming out of my pocket now, I may complain about it.
Yeah.
Hence what you're seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being logical. I don't really know though. I'm just being logical.
What do you think that's going on right now? What do you think that's going on right now with URL that, like, you see a Tay-Rock battling so much more on different cards that could have potentially went on URL? Like, this is the most we probably seen
So
Tay-Rock outside.
I could say like a side of that to defend him, and then also a side of that to say something that may come off negative. The side of that to defend him would be Tay-Rock's brand is so big in battle rap that he's in high demand. So every 5 seconds, somebody's trying to book him or get him on their card or get him on my platform or give my artist a look with him or whatever. It's going to benefit me. It's going to take my subscribers up. It's going to take my views up, take my door up, take my stream up, give my guy a bigger profile or whatever. So you got to give that to Rock's credit.
Facts.
But at the same time, when I see you doing a mile-a-minute battles, not just Tay-Rock, just in general, people start to question where you're at financially, as well as like, is it really your desire and your passion? Or if I could see you every 3 weeks at some miscellaneous platform battling a miscellaneous opponent, I don't know if you take 5 days to prep your material or whatever. Then people start to wonder like, do you need that? You know what I'm saying? There's battlers like, let's say, at Goods. People give Goods the reputation of doing well for himself. Okay, they give him came to rap. Yeah, they give good credit of being put together and taking care of himself financially and everything. He's a put together guy.
Battle once a year, if that.
Right? If I saw Goods start battling 8 times a year, what would everybody start to think?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, damn, Goods.
I'm just, once again, just logical.
Yeah.
I don't know these niggas' bank accounts.
Yeah, and we know Goods, he asks for a high price. He says it all the time. I'm expensive.
Yeah, like you think you're gonna see Hitman 8 times a year? That's why Hitman putting that song. He said, I don't get booked enough.
And the funny thing is, Hitman said he would come out 8 times a year.
I don't get booked enough.
Cassidy said the same thing. Cassidy said, "Nigga, I battle every day. You give me that price."
But when you're in a situation it's a different ball game to turn down money. No pun intended when I say ball game.
Yeah.
It's a different ball game. Okay? When somebody could be like, yo, ARP, do max out 4 with Loaded Lux versus Hitman or Hitman versus Murder Mook right now, and I'll walk away from the money. That means I don't need it.
That's real.
This is like reality of reading the room. Yeah. Some people can't read the fucking room. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, let's say, I don't have to say versus, like similar to, I can call, I'll use a real example. I'll just use Holla again. I'll call Holla right now and be like, yo, I want you to battle Lux for $60,000, the number that we used earlier. $60,000. Some people make that in a whole year, and you might be okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Call Holla right now and be like, yo, I'm gonna set up the Lux battle. I want to give you 60. He's gonna say, I fuck with you, AR, my brother. I respect you, but no, thank you. And he's gonna walk away from $60,000 to rap for 9 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, damn.
He's going to walk away from it.
Yeah.
What does that say about Hitman Holla's current financial position?
He good. 16 really.
I don't need that 60. I'm all right. Not like.
What does that say?
He good.
He's good.
You gotta do more.
Every once in a while, you're gonna have a battler that's just gonna try to show that to a league owner, so that he hopes that next time you come around, you have a certain perception of him.
Yeah.
That's chess.
That's chess, yeah.
But I could watch Hitman pass up bags for 5, 6, 7 years straight. Oh no, he really means it.
Yeah,
That's not him just trying to put on a show real quick for that.
I got you.
He really is okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think it's the same with Cassidy. You know, he's on his number, like whatever the number he.
I've said I want to do Big K versus Cassidy 1,000,000 times on camera. Cassidy ain't called me yet. You know what I'm saying? He ain't called me yet. He probably waiting for me to see if I'm gonna do a pay-per-view, because he's like, yo, I don't need the full circle type of check.
Yeah.
I need a pay-per-view type of check, or else I'm cool. Cassidy's good. He's good.
Yeah, he'll go years, as we've seen. He went years without battling before. So
he's good. So that's why I say one side where I could stick up for Rock, and the other side where I could be like, yo, when I see somebody battling that frequently, everybody looks at that sometimes like, yo, it's no different than the people that all of a sudden in December, you know, features for the low.
Yeah.
You laughing. I'm being so, you know what it is? Because when I say it, people don't think about it, and then I say it, they're like, oh wow, I know he's, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
December comes.
Get it now, $100
about
features.
December where it's features for the low, or like a 1-rounder, or like get me right.
It's Christmas.
Duh.
We're giving gifts out.
Yeah, I gotta spend some more money this month, so I need to bring some more money in.
Yeah.
The fuck? This is like fucking common, regular, read the room knowledge to me, but.
If you could do it all over again, what would you do different? If there's anything you would do different.
I would have low expectations of some people.
Feel like you had too much high expectations for certain people?
I mean, I'm not the guy that you could burn 50 times.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've made a similar mistake multiple times. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you're definitely over ambitious if you equate people's principles to your principles. You're definitely over ambitious if you do that. You know what I'm saying? And then a step further from that, or a step after that, is like just having expectations from people based on what you think would just be right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give somebody your word or you say you're gonna do something, like just assuming that that's really what's gonna happen by the time we get to the 1 yard line. We're gonna actually cross the fucking goal line.
Got you.
Sometimes you get right up to the goal line and realize like, wow, this motherfucker fumbled on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that's the main thing I would probably adjust myself for, which may change a couple bookings that probably didn't happen anyway, because maybe I believe some, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Got you.
Maybe I dodged the bullet from Surf. Surf got to I know me and Surf did the promo thing, but at one point when me and Surf was going back and forth, he said, yo, I just want to come on your stage and spit on it. You know what I'm saying?
Horrible.
What if he really meant that? And I gave him a deposit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like, been tight.
So, you know, having trust for or high expectations for people just based on principles and morals is probably something I would spare myself from, and which in return would have saved me headache or drama or situations multiple times. That's probably the only thing I would change.
We've seen battle rap has fallen off a little bit and is being viewed less a little recently. Why is that?
Because battle rap has not been on a consistent incline over the years. I told you, we only have moments. A moment that could last maybe a month, an event, or maybe even a year. We're not a consistent industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like growth factor, we have. It almost feels like we have more lows than highs in battle rap. But if you look across some of these years and you equate all of the top battle rappers and all of the top leagues and you average it out of highs versus lows, we probably average more lows almost every year of battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the nature of our business. But I said before, man, we have the same problems. I could still buy an event today and lose a battle or two, or I could still get choking, or I could still get unprofessionalism, I could still have leagues pulling BS or whatever. So we're not showing that much growth. So how much growth do we really deserve? We deserve our moments.
Yeah.
I don't know how much consistency of growth that we've earned ourselves though. You know what I'm saying? So if it's on a decline, it's up to the battlers and the platforms to change the things that continue to hurt us. We have to set good examples too. I'm not saying that this is the reason for any declines if we're on a decline, but I said this before when I talk about standards. Some people that are even in positions of power to set a standard don't enforce them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't sell a bad product 20 times or try to sell a bad product 20 times. You know, sometimes it's good to show a standard. Like I remember when we had that altercation in Drum, right? I tried to set a standard. Like I cut on a camera and I was just like, yo, whether it's leagues that fuck with each other or not, I'm willing to set a new standard. If you throw a punch on any stage, I don't care if it's RB or not, I won't book you either.
Yeah, I remember that.
To set a standard. And then Knowledge put the camera on Smack and said, yo, Smack, ARP said, if you throw a punch on any stage, he's willing not to book. What about you? How you feel about that? Smack said, that ain't my jurisdiction.
Your brother Goods just got into a fight on RBE. I don't know if you heard about it or if you saw it.
Yeah, I heard about it. I seen it too. The clip was everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. What's your thoughts on the incident?
I mean, it's just another black eye for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, it's not acceptable, you know what I mean? No matter what league, battle rap or these incidents take place at, like, you know what I mean? It's just something that we don't need, you know what I'm saying? Something that we don't need. I mean, Goods is a good dude, you know what I'm saying? It's my bro, but like, you know what I mean? I haven't yet had a chance to speak to him about it, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know, like, you know what I mean, what was going on, but like, I felt that could have definitely been handled a million different ways if it was that serious. You know what I'm saying? And it should, you know what I mean? It shouldn't have happened on camera at all.
Okay. Now, RP said they will not book anyone that has fought on any other league. We've been hearing Goods is booked on URL. Has the latest incident affected, the bookings of goods in the future while in this, or, any upcoming that might be,
So listen, I don't know what anybody else is talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't follow nobody's rules. I make them. I make my own rules. You know what I'm saying? Goods is my bro. Like, that's family at the end of the day. So, you know what I mean? His dealings with anybody else don't got nothing to do with me. You understand what I'm saying? That don't concern me. That's none of my business. That's not in my jurisdiction. Anything I do with goods don't got nothing to do with nobody or concern, or ain't nobody else's business. And that's how I move, and that's how I'm giving it up.
I don't know nothing.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Now,
That's
somebody
crazy.
get on his stage, you know what I'm saying, fresh off of my stage and do some whatever, you know what I mean? But you don't have to fuck with somebody to set a precedence, because I fuck with them just as much as they fuck with me.
It's like having a law in the street. Like if there's different rules can't be.
I don't gotta
crossed,
know you in the hood for us both to share the no women, no children.
Yeah.
Facts.
We could be ops,
Facts.
Yeah.
but we both got to know what. I could pull up on you and had a full drop and you be with little man. I really hate this nigga.
Yeah.
But there's a rule
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
still.
No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
A code, like a code, that's like a league owner code.
In the wire, it was the no Sunday drama and shit.
Yeah.
You know what
He
I'm
said on
saying?
a Sunday he did that was
Yeah.
Sunday?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is like the standards of battle rap is just like you could choke on my platform and then another platform would be like, I got you though. And I'm not trying to say that I've never booked somebody that wasn't coming off of a choke, but the leagues even hate each other so much where it's just like there's just no cross-pollination. Well, not all leagues. There are a bunch of leagues that fuck with each other, but there's just not a general standard. It's like everybody's got their own world
Yeah.
in already a small industry. What happens in here is how they do it, and I don't care about the standards of what y'all doing, and I fall victim to some of that too. You know what I'm saying? There's no standards across the board that's gonna help everybody go up. But I may not even want everybody to go up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
no battle rap credit. Like you know how like you run your credit and you can know about every business that you've dealt with or certain things that you've given that you've gotten credit from. If like the league, if there was like a battle rap credit to where all right, you a rentals credit too, the same thing. If you got to fulfill whatever you need to get this off the credit report so that other leagues know that. And since I feel like that's like a code, like you're breaking it down.
But the only reason why I'll contest that is because I'll say that the credit report is public. You gotta give me permission to pull your credit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can hide your credit to me. You can hide who you are, and you fucking over this company and never paying your bills or your
That's
mortgage.
a fact.
You can hide that from me.
That's real.
Yeah. Okay,
You know what I'm saying? And if I'm trying to hire you and I want to know if you've been keeping up with your bills, if you got any speeding tickets and all that type of shit, you still gotta give me permission to look into your shit.
Yeah.
The fucking credit report between the leagues is right there.
Mm.
Oh, let me see what this battle rapper did on the stream or on the app or on YouTube. Oh, he choked? I ain't gonna book him then neither. The credit report is public. We go all see it. And I don't need no permission to see what happened over there.
Has the
So,
golden era of battle rap passed? Or what was the
what?
golden? The golden era. What was the golden era of battle rap to you?
I would say that it has, but I think luckily for battle rap, there's still a lot of golden era people here.
Okay.
So I think that helps keep certain things afloat. Whether you come from the fucking Fight Club era, the Lions Den era, you know, the early King of the Dot URL era, the early RBE era, whatever, there's still a lot of golden eras and early era people here. Now that also means that we struggle to, for lack of better words, replace them, because there's been public efforts to replace people. It could be bars over names. It could be, you know, it could be new era. You know what I'm saying? Like there's sometimes, you know, an attempt to also expand. So I don't want to make it only negative. Sometimes it's also about expansion. Like let me try to bring new people in.
Facts.
But you only got but so many twerks or brizzes or T-tops or whatever that come along, right? The expansion of battle rap is a fucking turtle race. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
the OGs got a lock on this shit.
Yeah, the people that have even tried to get away from them can't, because they're still the draw. So even though we're not in the golden era, a lot of the golden era people are still here, luckily. So it stays afloat that way.
Let me ask you this.
Yo, this yellow, they on this yellow.
If you were presented with a deal like Caffeine, what would be, you know what I'm saying, with the same type of deal of license to battles, what would be the way that you would construct it?
Right now, I wouldn't do anything because I'm retired. But
at 5 years ago, or 5 years ago, the RB was to get a deal like that. What would you guys?
It would just have to make sense like any other business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been approached before. Is it was it 4U Studios or 4? I believe they got a deal with like is it Scissor or? Anyway, my man Ant put it together. They reached out to the Rare Breed Entertainment IG, got in touch with Ant at that time. They set up a meeting. Ant brought me in, and we went and took a meeting. It was downtown.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they had like this streaming situation where they was offering us access to their free venue for every event. They were going to do the streaming. They also had like another structure where I don't want to say it's like a I hate to use the term Ponzi, a pyramid setup. I think is a better way to say it. I almost said Ponzi. They like, yo, you said it was possibly for it. They were going to call me or something. Like, yo, he killed us right there, that piece of the interview. But nah, pyramid is what I was really trying to say.
Yeah.
Where you could bring certain people in to do a viewership that's tied to a certain monetization and then make money with you. So the more people underneath me, you know what I'm saying, is leveraging me, but they're also leveraging themselves and they're kind of getting, I guess for lack of better words, a stock.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, a temporary stock or something like that. So the way they broke it all down, it was cool. We just didn't fully, there was nothing that pushed us over fully the edge to say, all right, we want to go incorporate and go partner into that. You know what I'm saying? Like we chill. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter whether it's Twitch, Caffeine, that company, fucking Barstool. If Barstool called me right now and said something that I thought was ridiculous, I wouldn't fuck with it.
Gotcha.
If Netflix called me right now and said something that's ridiculous, I wouldn't fuck with it.
Gotcha.
If HBO or Showtime called me right now and they said something that was dope, I would entertain it. You know what I'm saying? Outside of battle rap.
Yeah.
I'm retired. But you get my point.
We spoke to Big K. Now I know he probably was joking, but he said, ARP not retiring. He said we're gonna get max out 11, 12, and all that.
Right now. That's how he just living his life, man. You know what I'm saying? When you see somebody winning that much out here, the people just, every time you see him, he just winning. Of course it looked like he retired, because you know what I mean? We talk to think that's the only time you get to win. ARP just winning, man. He ain't retired, man. We just talking about max out 7. Max out 7.
Max
Just
out
talking
7.
about max out 7. It's crazy.
Max out 7 is wild. Y'all in the future with it.
Ain't it, man? It's gonna be a long reign, man.
The dog
what's your conversation with the dog? The
dog,
champion.
The dog strikes again, man. That's my answer, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Big K is my guy, man. He knows everything that's happening inside RBE. Big K is on a tear. He's one of our GOATs. He's one of our legends. He's a certified Hall of Famer. And Big K could bust whatever moves that he wants to right now. But when he says that, I think he's saying that kind of like out of like love, you know what I'm saying, for what we've all done. You know what I mean? I feel like, and then K is a sarcastic ass comedic nigga.
People gotta pay homage a little bit, man, so you know what I mean? I don't blame him if you do want to go to the Bahamas for a couple months.
So you saying, but you stating he not retired?
I'll tell you, we're talking about max out 9 the other day. I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the funniest people in battle rap, whether you know it or not.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, but they ain't
he was,
gonna be no max
he was
out
trolling
11.
me, right? Yeah, he was
There's
trolling.
no max out 11 happening, you know what I'm saying? Like, they came my guy.
Just to tie it in, I heard you speak to 3 about this as well, but you was like, him winning Cody was like you winning Cody.
Yeah, and when I said that, I don't want people to think that I, like as if I was rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to say that I fuck with K and I feel like he's so deserving.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
You thought he was going to get robbed?
Nah.
Okay. I'm just asking.
And that's why.
Because a lot of people was like, I don't know if, you know what I mean? Like, it's getting real close. At first, he was kind of clearly leading the way. Then it started getting like...
I have such a genuine appreciation, and I'm really, really happy to see anything good for Big K.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine your brother gets signed to the NFL.
Oh yeah.
And you watch him on the field score. You sitting up in the skybox and you watching him score a touchdown. You gonna be jumping out your seat more than anybody else in the whole joint.
Yeah. And he carrying that shit too. He talking his shit.
That's how
he's stepping on y'all motherfuckers. He letting it be known.
He did the song. That was dope. So that's what I meant when I said, like, I feel like I won because I fuck with K so much. Like, that's my guy. So it's just like, when you really genuinely fuck with somebody, you share in their successes, you share in their, you know what I mean? Like, that's all him. Like, he
broke the stigma too. That, if you're on the RBE, you can't win Cody.
Well, is that also the reason why that validates? I feel like that's like, not saying it is, but Big K getting Cody Max Out 3, the 2023 for you.
It's an RBE.
The broom was out. The broom was out.
So like,
it was a clean sweep.
Is that another thing that lets you really rest and settle in? I'm retiring at like.
It makes it easier.
It makes it easier.
It makes it easier.
I had a feeling like that Big K, like that finalized a lot of shit.
I put that on my gram when I posted his shit up for Champion of the Year, the flyer. I put like that was the final piece to drop. That was a final piece to drop. And everything else dropped.
Yeah. People didn't think an artist from RBE could actually win Cody or this, that, and third, or it was a paid thing. And it kind of, helped Jay Black as well, because people thought it was a biasness thing.
Well, the thing about
he be calling Jay Black.
The thing about Jay Black, my nigga though, because me and Jay Black only have a history of like comically going at each other. Yeah. So I fuck with Black. Black is my nigga. I have a lot of respect for Black. So if I ever go at Black, it's really in fun. Or it's really out of like, I respect him so much, like I'm critiquing the same way I would expect him to critique me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I really, really fuck with Black. But the whole fucking stigma. So the very first champion ever was what, ORED? Yeah. He had 5 battles that year. 2 of them on the RBE, 2 of them were on URL, 1 of them was on UW. Right? So that right there from the very first champion shows the power of you could battle on RBE as well and get it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? K-Shine, when he was in the runnings and a lot of people thought he got robbed that year, one of his most impactful moments was Jay Mills. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think though URL does more events than everybody, so that's one thing. Mm-hmm. They do have their politics that's out there in the world, so I can understand why people be like, yo, I get it.
Like Ill Will could have won a couple years, and damn.
And Ill Will said during the face-off versus Hitman, he said it on camera. He said, "Yo, I got a call and somebody told me like, yo, you can't because of."
Yeah, he was like
caught me off guard.
He was top 3 a few times, like top 2.
Yeah,
like,
Will said that. Will's not a liar. Like Will said that somebody, I guess somebody that's tapped in or associate. I don't know. I would never put that on Black though. Like you don't just put speculations like that on Black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. But Will said that, and then you see little things, but that's gonna happen in every lane. And that's one thing that I don't think Black deserves. Black is always gonna, because of his platform, he's always gonna get the blame or the shots or whatever.
Yeah. He definitely don't deserve that, because who else just gives the battle rappers money?
That's what I'm saying.
$10,000 just for having a great year.
The owner of RBE. I'm still like, yo, you wanna know what? Salute to everybody involved in Champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to do that unless somebody come out and show me something. Then I'll be like, oh wow, I didn't know that. Other than that, like, nah, it's a dope
K
platform.
shut that shit down though. 2023, K shut that whole shit down, man.
It's so needed for battle rap, and you see how much the battlers compete and aspire to do it or to be it. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope.
Mega matchup. Now I know you retired, but Hitman versus Geechee Gotti isn't going down on RB.
I mean, the talks right now, it's looking like you trying to bring ARP out of retirement right now.
ARP, what's the deal, man? Shout out Hitman. We trying to figure it out. It's people that's reaching out trying to get it done, so we're going to see what's up with that.
I mean, we might, it'd be crazy to see the Crip in the Blue Room, man.
Yeah. We going that Blue Room is something crazy. I gotta make sure I'm, I got the Crip tonight. You know what I'm saying, and all the shits, because that's gonna be crazy. But like I say, Hitman, and he know what he, you know what I mean. We talk shit because of the battle, but that battle is still one of the biggest battles.
I mean, Lawrence and Wayne can't throw it.
I don't know if they would budget that. Hitman and Geechee is an expensive battle.
I can imagine.
And
it's a mega matchup.
The next time you see Hitman on RBE, is probably going to be a passion booking. It's going to be like, yo, let's do this. You know what, fuck it, I feel like rapping. And it costs too much.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I think Geechee for that battle ain't going to be cheap neither. Shout out to Geechee.
Hell no. 3-time Cody right there.
Geechee should get one of his highest bags for battling a Hitman, because that's a mega matchup.
Facts.
There's like 5 mega matchups left, maybe, that people really was like, oh, we're gonna break the bank for.
And they probably all got Hitman in the
He's involved in most of them, right? There's only but so many mega matches left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Geechee is probably gonna try to get what he deserves, and Hitman gonna get what he deserves for that too. And you know, I can't put a budget like that in a full circle, so that's not RBE. Nah.
Okay. Sue Surf once said, battle rap has nothing to do with wins or losses. It's all about putting on a show. What does ARP say to that?
To a degree, you're going to see times in history that is 100% true, because business is business. That was the example we gave earlier. Like, if you sit in them offices and half the car was choking, but I still made $5 million, you know, event after event of like the last 10 times in a row, I don't give a fuck if they're choking. Because there's the business side of people watching that bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got that element to it. It just is what it is.
He's also said, to move the culture forward, you have to put together culture-shifting cards.
Yeah, but how many culture-shifting cards can be put together, and how many leagues can actually coordinate that and finance that and promote that? So it's not a booming demographic or culture for that right now, unfortunately. If there was, the same I said earlier, imagine there was 20 Hitmans. Imagine there was 20 RBEs.
Yeah.
Everybody would be a millionaire.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Should battle rap have an official scorecard, like respected amongst all leagues, like to like actually start gauging wins and losses, or potentially deeming it being a debatable? Like,
yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. So from a competitive standpoint, from a fan ranking standpoint, you go watch our biggest sports. You could go watch, I don't care if it's soccer, basketball, football, we keep score. Somebody's gonna go to Super Bowl and somebody ain't. You know what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, that could work. And that definitely carries fans, you know, how fans interact with that piece of entertainment or that industry. But us, we put so much stock in like replay value and YouTube and viewership, even if it's not fully translated into money. You know what I'm saying? So like a battler knows that the moment there's a judge on my battle, there's less debate and less clicks on my battle. You know, not everybody wants their battle judged. Not everybody wants that official loss. So I don't even think battle rap as an industry has thought about or figured out a way to monetize and push finance into another level while you're consistently judging the outcome of every battle. Based on how battle rap is, certain leagues might get hurt doing that shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it is what it is.
Has battle rap gotten soft?
In what respect?
Sensitivity. The level of how sensitive everybody is about things, as I guess said publicly.
Feels the same to me.
Feels the same?
I guess. Why, you got an example for me?
I got one.
Go ahead.
So to kind of like say the question differently, is battle rap does media and things that are said behind closed doors, is there like a crutch to where people are sensitive to where not anything can be talked about on camera? Like we're not like, knowledge doesn't do full paparazzi. You could call knowledge and be like, don't drop this or don't talk about this. So then with people publicizing more things, with things now being promoted through media on secret phone calls and stuff like that, famous people deal with that stuff all the time. That's why they have to cover things up a certain way. So is battle rap getting sensitive in regards on things being said through media, like even Beasley telling knowledge, like, you got to watch how you lead questions. You got to like,
it's your
job
yeah.
to answer the question. Like, it's not my job for you to tell me how to ask the question.
So is that sensitivity we're talking about?
Yeah, in a sense.
Or we're talking about controls?
I guess
Which
a bit
one
of
are we
both.
talking about?
I guess a bit of both. Because, yeah, you look at it like, yeah, people are more sensitive to questions that are being asked. people don't want to be asked certain things, and I guess from my end, because in the beginning I feel like I could ask anybody anything, and everybody.
No disrespect to your platform. You are one of the lead platforms, one of the biggest platforms for media and an outlet and blog and battle rappers in the culture.
Yeah.
But if you can drastically hurt my bottom line, then we are not where we need to be.
Got you.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm one of the lead, if I'm URL and you can fuck up my business knowledge, then I think a URL is supposed to be big enough where, you know, hip hop is real shouldn't be able to affect my narrative, or like I'm supposed to be this big machine. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it does happen in every space. Like let's say Meek Mill's career could be hurt by academics.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Tasha K and Remy Ma. How Tasha K was going off about Remy.
Yeah. So I
whatever,
I understand that but I just feel like there should have been so much more growth. You know, how many subscribers are you at now?
400,000.
400,000?
Probably a little more. Yeah.
Okay. What's your average video? Is it over 30,000 views?
What do you mean?
Like an average viewership on a video, is it over 30?
It could be. I mean,
you had to guess. You wasn't sure about that number. I just used 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I just feel like we need a real titan. Like academics can't affect Drake's bottom line.
Yeah, no, not Drake.
It just shows that Meek right now ain't that.
Yeah, he not. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So URL should be the Drake of battle rap.
Well, it's like, I don't mind, I'll answer any question. It doesn't matter. This shit doesn't really affect.
I probably should be big enough where I don't even have to answer questions.
That's true too.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
if
real.
Drake don't respond to Kendrick right now, he's good.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Or Joe Budden, or whatever.
He's good.
I see what you're saying.
Like,
that's a fact.
I'm just saying that we don't have titans like that. We have smoking mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. But
lastly, I wanted to ask, this is the last question.
I stood here in a fucking bacon seat.
I know.
We lost the shade.
I owe you something.
Over an hour ago. I'm saying, I know my water is hot right. Oh, it is? Yo, feel this shit.
Hey man, the warm water is good though. Helps with the organs, and the sun actually did you a favor. It alkalined it for you. No. But last question: who is the toughest battle rapper to work or negotiate with?
I ain't answering that shit.
See, that's all you gotta say. I ain't answering that shit.
Nah, I've said behind the scenes that there's two people I never want to be on the phone with.
Okay.
I ain't gonna put their names out there. I'll tell you off camera.
All right.
But there's two people, man, you just never want to get on the phone with. And I don't think they know how much they hurt their negotiations and how people don't even want to deal with them.
Got you.
Like, I don't even want to work with you. Like, you just...
Damn.
And it's not even like let's say, I always use Holla, not because he's walking around with all the facts and the accolades to back it up. That's family.
Of course.
Like, Holla is the most down-to-earth star that you'll ever meet.
Okay.
Right? But if he was opposite, if he was a diva and an asshole, you could justify to yourself dealing with it. Like,
he makes the money, he's not lying, all of this. So it's like,
I gotta deal with this.
He's just annoying to talk.
You know, during this whole rollout and the way he acts, I like it, but I'm about to make $5 million with him. You know what I'm saying? The two niggas I'm talking about don't do nothing for nobody.
Oh my God. Okay.
And you do not want to be on the phone with these niggas.
Got
son.
you.
You do not.
You
do not, son.
ARP, I want to say thank you for a great 10 years. We've documented everything from the beginning. It's been an honor, my brother. We appreciate you.
That's why I stood in the sun this whole time, because I was just like, number one, I know that the whole first quarter of this year when I was off camera, and I was telling people like, nah, I'm not on the camera right now. You know, so I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you rocking with me and supporting me, continued this whole time. I appreciate you supporting me and rocking with me for the last 10 years, but continue to, because I keep telling people I'm gonna still have my hands in the mix here and there.
It ain't over.
So this ain't the last.
No, it is. It's over. Don't put no narrative on this fucking camera. Then you have people in your comments talk about, I told you Max Out 4 is coming. No, don't do that. No, it is over.
All right, it is over.
It is over. But I'm still gonna put my hands in the mix here and there. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
I'm a glorified sponsor now.
All right.
That's all I am. And back to blogging a little bit more. Hopefully, I still gotta find time for that. I want to blog more.
Yeah.
I'm a glorified sponsor. That's it.
Let's
Speaking
get it,
of,
man.
we keep talking about it, right? We keep saying, even in retirement,
He's still
this
working.
shit ain't worth it, dog.
Appreciate you, eh?
Yo.
ARP, 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 ARP.